Testing, testing. Hello, hello. Let's see. I didn't mean to click on that. That was the wrong thing. Let's see. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that either. Go back down. There we go. Alright, testing, testing, testing. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Up and down, up and down. Make sure we're actually sending the data correctly. And everything is good. Let me see. There's a stream health thing. There we go. That's what I want to see. Alright. Hello, hello, hello. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Yeah. Let's see. Whoop, whoop. Alright. Well, let's... Hey, Camargo Gamer. Hello there. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me alright. Okay, so we're gonna wait just a couple minutes, let some people get in here. In the meantime, let's go load up that save, and we'll just see if we have any R&D or anything to do. Not that it's gonna like make progress during the. Not that it's gonna. Oh well, I guess we have this still to go through. This yeah, this intro here. Whoops, I forgot about this. Okay, you can hear me. Good, good, good. While we let some people get in here, we're going to go ahead and do some R&D and stuff. But I forgot that this thing is going on, so yeah, we just are starting a new playthrough. So we have to watch this cutscene here. And for reasons stated previously, I'm going to let it play out. This will be archived on YouTube, so they can be watched after the fact. So yeah, this kind of counts as an episode, sort of, in a way. So let's go ahead and run away. There we go. Run away. Let me get this tutorial mission done here. Or the, what is it, prologue mission or something? Get this out of the way. Then we'll get back to the dock and see what we can actually do. Oh my goodness, this ship is so slow. It's so slow compared to what we've been using. Get the heck out of here. And there we go. Why is this happening in the middle of training? Da, 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 da. Okay, cool. After watching this, did not realize there was this much in the game. Yeah, that's there's a lot here. And that's why the completionist run is now, and I expected it would be, but it is now the longest Let's Play on my channel. And yeah, I was expecting that, but you know, it's a big game. It's a very, very big game. There's a lot to do. I guess that's Wilkia, the grayed area on the map there, but I never really noticed that. And I don't know if it's ever like confirmed, but starting tutorial. Nope, we're good. We did the tutorials in the last episode. Or not last episode, the last playthrough. So we're done with that. And now, 2 hours after the sudden attack. They're like so specific with a date and everything. Captain, We're gonna speed through this dialogue for reasons stated before. Commander Gartner. There we go. Oh, and the briefing. Then we get back to the dock. Rescue the Royal Fleets. Okay. Let's see. Gonna go down there. Yeah. Got this giant oil rig in the middle of the map. Don't worry about it. I'm sure it's nothing. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. Nothing to be alarmed about here. Let's see. How's the stream health looking? It's telling me my bitrate is too high. But watch, in a little bit it's going to be telling me that the bitrate is probably too low. Can into here. I won't be here for the whole time. I got things to do, but I'll be here for what I can. Okay, cool. Confused about the first part. Can into here. Okay. Let's see. No new aircraft. Oh, one new aircraft. It's a special. What is it? Oh, it's a Duck Scout. Hey, we can get these guys started. Nice. Alright, cool. Systems. I doubt there's anything new in here for us. No. Oh, you. Ooh. Defense. No. Attack. No. Okay. About engines. I think probably not. No. Okay, well, structures. Let's see. Yeah, it's all that stuff, but don't really need that right now. High tech has a couple of things. Both plasma weapons. Oh yeah, new particle guns. I like it. Let's go with both of those. Alright, cool. Duckies, yes, duckies. They're very, very good in this game. If anyone is not aware, they're ludicrously good aircraft. They're kind of crazy. All right, so I just wanted to get in here and do some R&D, and get that stuff started. So we're gonna save. We're gonna save over that one. Yes, save over that. And there we go. Now that we've saved, we're gonna go back to the title screen. And it's still telling me that the recommended bitrate is, I'm above the recommended bitrate, but that's fine. Let's see. Extras. This is what we need to do. We're going to use that save. And we're going to use, we're going to do survival. We are going to do Braun's survival path, the root of all evil. Okay, cool. This could take a little while. We're going to do this with the, shoot, I don't have this loaded up the way I want to. You know what? I have never tried to use 100cm guns for more than one mission. We're going to try and do this with a 100cm gun twin-hull battleship, because I think it'll be able to do this the best and the easiest. So, let's do this. Loved live streams, can't wait for new episodes. Yeah, I try to do, thank you, by the way. I try to do new episodes every day, but sometimes just life gets busy and I can't. But I try to. Let's see, where are... Oh, there's something huge on radar, false alarm, missing a signal, okay. Let's see. Let me know, would you guys prefer I skip the dialogue altogether, like with the start button in the survival mode here? Because, I mean, it's basically just the exact same stuff we saw in Braun's Path, which we obviously just finished. So, let me know if you guys would like me to just straight up skip the survival path dialogue. This is going to be all the same stuff we've already heard. Yeah, turn around. Turn around. Alright, let's try to get back to our friends over here. Let's see. Destroy the oil rig. I wish I could, but I don't think you can actually do anything to it. That's just one of the supports for it. I don't think you can actually do anything to it. Oh, you can! Oh, what do you know? Hey! I had no idea. Did you know you could do that, Camargo? I had no idea you could do that. Wow, okay. That's awesome, actually. I didn't think it would work. I've never tried to do that. See, look, this game is so old and I've played it so many times, literally thousands of hours, and I still didn't know that. I'm curious if Camargo knew that.
Enemy battleship sunk. Secondary objective complete. Enemy ship sunk. Enemy ship sunk.
Whatever works for you. I mean, it would be faster to just skip all of it. And this is gonna take a long time as is, so if we can save a little bit of time, I would like to.
Enemy battleship sunk.
Why not? There isn't anything it'll harm. Sure, okay, there we go. So yeah, it'll be just a lot faster to skip all that dialogue. Repair kits and stuff. Alright, and we're gonna... I guess we'll just do the objectives at a bare minimum. Because this is survival mode, so we don't really care about doing the extra stuff, theoretically. Yeah. No, we're leaving. We're just going this way. But if you insist on shooting me, I will make sure you all die. This is where the game gets somewhat monotonous. Straighten out our guns so we look cool on the way out. Yeah. Successfully reached the Pacific. Alright, sweet. There we go. Skip. Okay, we're done. It is going to give us rankings on these, apparently. which is interesting. I guess we can earn money and stuff from doing this, which is nice. But it looks like these are probably all on EL1. Save present score? Yes, please. We're going to save. We're going to keep saving over this guy. Yeah. I guess it's still giving us money and everything, huh? Save menu? Yeah, okay. Are we doing... Oh, okay, we're not getting all the dialogue, though. Alright. Fair enough. We're getting the in-mission dialogue, not like the, yeah, not the rest of it. Alright, I'm good with that. Just let these high angles do all this stuff here. See, this could take a while. Yeah. This is gonna be... That's why I want to do this quickly and efficiently. I assume this will take a couple hours, but... No survivors to pick up, which is interesting. So maybe we get the money, but not the, not the points, you know? I have no idea. Oh my gosh. We grant you all freedom. The freedom to die. Indeed. That is one thing they are totally free to do. Nova, I don't know if you're doing it or if YouTube's doing it, but all of your messages are coming in twice. Which is very strange. I've never seen that before in any of our streams. Granted, we haven't streamed that many times, especially not recently, but still, it's odd. It's like one will come up, and then a few seconds later, a copy of that same chat message will come up again. Very strange indeed. Okay, this would be a good mission to test if treasures drop, and if we get parts crates from them. But I don't assume that we get crates that we can keep for ourselves, you know? Like, I would guess that we don't get to keep any of the parts that we pick up. Or they just don't drop parts in survival mode.
Secondary objective added. Spotted.
There's an enemy plane somewhere over there. I think we can nail him with a 100-centimeter shell. And... Oh... Oh... Aw, alright. Get it. Get it. Alright, moment of truth. Nope, he dropped health. Okay, so you can't even get parts in survival mode, so I don't have to worry about that either. So this is just gonna be, like, do the bare minimum objective as quickly as possible, so that we can finish this. Might be my end, I don't know, though. Yeah, I'm not sure. It doesn't seem to be doing it for anyone else, so it might be. Let's see if that one double messaged. It looks like that one didn't double message, which is also odd. Let's go ahead and go back. I don't know why it is bothering to rank these if we don't get the stuff for the rankings, but let's see if our points and money go up when we save the game this time. We got a part out of it. Save present score, yeah. So let's see if our money and points go up from this at all. Oh, they do. Okay, so you get those. I wonder why you don't get crates for missions. Submarine in distress. That was weird. We didn't even get huh. We didn't even get, like, last time when the mission started, just started us. We didn't get to, like, the sailing out of the port animation. Odd, odd, odd. There. Oh my goodness. Yep, we're gonna skip dialogue here. Got another submarine over there. That one's about to die. Yep.
Secondary objective complete.
And I bet there's more submarines out there too. Yep. Another one out there? No? Right, just that one? Okay. Any more? There's one more out there. Oh, that's the one that... Yeah, that one. The one my missiles are going for. Alright, where are these enemy ships? Because I should totally be able to kill them from back here. Let's see.
Enemy ship sunk. Enemy ship sunk.
There. Got it. Cool. Oh, why am I yawning? Oh, it's my usual middle of the day crash, I guess. Here we go, did all that. Got another S rank. Yeah, we're not going to get a ton of money from this survival run anyways, but that's fine. It'd be good to have the points. There we go. Keep going. I hope I wake up soon, because this is going to be a long haul. So I think we were doing any non-sub specific missions. So actually on Braun's path, that means we'll end up skipping quite a few missions, because she has a lot of sub missions, more than anyone else at least. But we do have to do these kinds of sub missions. Or, well, not these kind of submissions, but like the ones where we're helping subs and stuff. The freedom thing is quoting one of the BF1's campaigns because it seemed like an appropriate quote for what you said earlier. I don't remember that from the BF1 campaigns. We shall grant you all freedom, the freedom to die. I'm trying to remember what that's from. Like which campaign that's from in Battlefield 1. Or are you thinking of Battlefield 5? Because that sounds like something they would say to the Tirelures or whatever from the French army. Or something like that. I don't know. Oh, that's done. Let's go ahead and turn around. Yep, excuse me. Just gonna push you out of the way. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, I have a massive radar on this ship, so I should totally be able to see anything that comes up. Let's see here. We shall grant you all freedom, the freedom to die. Let's see. What is it from? I don't know. I tried to look it up, but I didn't really find anything there. Are we close enough? No. Dang it, go. Use that bow jet thruster. There we go. And stop. Excuse me. The Arabian one, first part where the guy talks about the train. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. Now I remember. That sounds about right. It sounds like something he would say. Okay, well. Excuse me, little sub. Thick bish coming through. Oh, man. Just wait until we have submarines in World of Warships. That'll be the day. I hope they don't add subs before they add carriers to World of Warships Legends, but I tried getting back into WoW's Legends recently, and it's just, I don't know, something about it is, I have more fun, like, if I had to compare, like, World of Warships, World of Tanks, I think there's something about World of Tanks that is more fun on a minute-to-minute basis, whereas World of Warships has a lot of slow periods, and it's very easy in World of Warships to spend a lot of time getting positioned and everything, and then just get raked over the freaking coals in a matter of like 2 minutes, and there's nothing you can do about it. And it feels like that can happen in WoT, but in WoT it's a lot easier to correct your mistakes or to recover from an oopsie, you know? Whereas in World of Warships it's like, you know, if you don't play perfectly and if your teammates aren't at least halfway decent, then you're just screwed and there's nothing you can do about it. And you just get to sit there and suffer for the next 15 minutes while the battle goes on. So, you know. I definitely love the look and feel of the game. I just like the minute by minute gameplay feels better in WoT, I think. I've also been getting back into WoT again because my other friends have. So, as rocks, there was much reading on the Discord about CVs. CVs in Legends or regular game? I assume you're talking about Legends, but have they said anything about adding carriers? Have they made an announcement about yes or no, or what the plans are for that? Because I am not sure about how they would implement CVs. I know on the PC there's been a lot of controversy over it. I don't know about the console. shaft, just in case. I mean, not that it matters, because none of these guys are really going to hurt us. Oh, this one stinks, because we have to wait for the stupid ships to get all the way down there. This is going to be awful. The good news is that because this is EL1, we can pretty much just let the high angles do, well, everything. It's so weird that they don't drop survivors or parts crates. It's very odd. They only drop useful things like health repair kits and ammo. Alright, there's the friendly ships. I'm going to go ahead and turn this way because we know we're going to have a bunch of destroyers up here to kill. There's that transport over there, but he's not going to have a treasure for us, so I don't care. And we're talking about World of Warships Legends. That is the console brother of World of Warships, the console sibling of World of Warships, and it's not exactly the same game. There are some reasonably significant differences, but for the most part it's the same game. But there are differences. PC right now is like further ahead than WoW's Legends, because WoW's Legends is still fairly new. So it has more ships, it has more classes of ships, so... Sir put up a poll on Facebook once, and it was 2/3 for CVs coming to Legends. That'd be good. I mean, I want them in the game, but I just want them to be balanced, that's all. Like, because carriers are obviously my favorite thing in real life, you know. They're just so cool, but so, like, I want them to be balanced in the game. And personally, I think that stupidly broken before, because it, like, you could do very well with them, but they still had a huge skill curve. Like, you still had to be good with them and know what you were doing, and, you know, you had to be smart enough not to fly your aircraft right over AA ships and that kind of thing. Like, there was definitely a skill curve, but everyone was like, oh my god, you know, CVs can, like, almost instantly sink a ship. It's like, well, yeah, but so can a battleship if it lands the shots right. So, you know, I don't know. It always seemed weird to me that people whined about CVs so much beforehand, and then they changed them and people whined more, and they changed them again and people whined some more, and it's like, you know, it's like this constant thing of you're never gonna please everybody, so why try? But that's a lot of things in life, frankly. Go ahead and murder all these destroyers with high angle guns here. I say high angle like they're not like, you know, like they're insignificant, but they are 5-inch guns. I mean, it's easy to forget that they're 5-inch cannons after all. Sunk the enemy destroyers, hooray! All right. Now, I don't think anything else even spawns down there that's going to challenge our transports, but we'll head back that way just in case. My helicopters are alive. They should be grabbing crates and stuff. Not that there's a lot of good crates to grab right now, but, you know. Well, while we sail down there, I'm going to grab a drink real quick, like water, actually, instead of coffee, and I'll be right back since we're just sailing in a straight line anyways. So, 1 second. I'm back. Yeah, I see some discussion going on here. It's like Artie. Yeah, I mean, people read about Artie too. That's true. But I don't know. I mean, again, it's like I feel like a lot of the reading is based on the assumption that it's just super easy to play carrier or super easy to play Artie. And if you kind of know what you're doing, then yeah, they're very, very effective. But also, in the case of Artie in Watt, there's a lot of luck involved with your shells landing on target, and then like the carriers in WoWs have, you know, you have to get lucky with the enemy team, like where they're going, you know, because otherwise there are some times that you can't get to the ship that you want to bomb because it's got a huge escort of carrier or of a carrier aircraft or of cruisers or whatever else, you know. So I don't know. I never thought they were that broken. I mean, if you're gonna make carriers, that's what carriers do. They attack with their planes, and it's like, you know, if you're that worried about it, play AA ships. But yeah, the class themselves should be the counter to said things, and usually they aren't. Yeah, I guess, but I don't know. One thing I did like about the new way that they do carriers is the fact that like the camera follows the planes, and it's more like you're flying the planes. That's really cool. But I also dislike that you can't do like coordinated strikes anymore, which I think is a shame, because coordinated strikes are a very real aspect of carrier-based combat, and the fact that you can't do that now is kind of sad, because you can still be very effective with one squadron of planes, but it's just not as cool or as fun as, like, you know, sending in, like, doing those kind of anvil attacks with torpedoes, you know, that sort of stuff. It's just less cool, because you have to fly one squadron at a time. So that's the only thing. But I would love to see them come to the game. That would probably bring me back to World of Warships Legends, as having carriers. The other issue with carriers from a game content standpoint is that there were only really two nations that developed carriers heavily, and that's the US and Japan. Britain had a few carriers. They were probably third for carriers. But, you know, every other nation, like, just really didn't do anything with carriers. Even today, that's pretty much true. Except it's mostly the US now and almost nobody else. Everybody else has like one or two, and we're over here with like 11 or 12. But there's that mission done. Boy, I hope we don't have too many more of those types of missions to do. I can think of a few, but hopefully they won't be so bad. Right, play AA ships, just don't wander off on your own. And that's the point, is like there's counters to it. It's like artillery, you know, if you're so worried about getting sniped by artillery, hide behind rocks, hide behind buildings, go where places where the arty isn't going to be able to hit you. It's like you have to be a good player. You know, to counter a good player in an arty, you also have to be a good player yourself to be able to counter that stuff. And it's a matter of just learning the game, learning how the game works, and expecting, you know, where the arty's probably going to be, what angles he's going to have, etc. That sort of thing. So it's like there's that skill curve introduced, and I think because I'm like, you know, so I'll use Battlefield as the example, but because of Battlefield, I have some kind of strong opinions about like skill curves and everything, because obviously over the years Battlefield has kind of shortened its skill curve quite significantly, and it's very much, for me, it's like, okay, you know, I understand that not everybody is freaking elite, but like at some point you can't just make the game so easy that there is no skill curve anymore. And by having arty in Watt and carriers in World of Warships, it kind of keeps encouraging people to push their skills further, I think, in my opinion. But I definitely see how people be annoyed by getting sunk by a carrier that they can't retaliate against, but you can. You have AA guns. You just have to, you know, you just have to be smart about it. Or don't be good and just re harder. Yeah, just cry about it and you usually get what you want, apparently, with game devs anyways. Except for Battlefield, apparently. Well, I shouldn't say that. I kind of can. It's weird. So this time to kill stuff with Battlefield has just been really annoying. Because this time to kill stuff, man, the game came out in like November of 2018, and then like in December of 2018 they jacked the time to kill like through the roof for some reason, even though the shorter, more lethal time to kill was literally a selling point to the game, to the core community. Anyways, they jacked the time to kill through the roof in December of 2018, like without any warning, And everyone was like, why did you do that? This is terrible. The game is unplayable. So they're like, oh god, okay, sorry, and put it back like 3 days later. And then freaking last December, after the Pacific Theater had just come out, things were good for the game. It had a whole bunch of new content. People were excited about it. What do? They do the same shit again, and they jack the TTK through the roof when nobody was asking for it. And it's like, really? We're going to go through this again? You didn't listen the first time when the entire community turned on you and was ready to stab you? Are you serious? And they did it again, and this time it took way longer to fix. And they weren't even like they weren't even thinking about fixing it until people were like, seriously, I'm not going to play the game anymore because this sucks. And then they're like, okay, fine, we'll almost revert it. And the game's good again. But man, what a freaking nightmare that was. Depending on how long this takes, I would love to stream some Battlefield, but I don't know how long this is going to take. I estimate at least 2 hours. But I don't know. This could take a seriously long time. Oh, just let the high angles do all this part here. I love the people broadsiding torp bombers bow on to dive bombers when they complain that they can't avoid the damage. I'm over here like, oh really? Yeah, right? And that's the thing, is like, just like, I mean, I don't want to sound like a pompous jerk, but get good. Like, learn the game. If you're so sick of dying like that, then learn how the game works and try to improve. But no, I mean, it's the same reason that people just use cheat codes. And it's like, sure, it's fun to mess around with cheat codes every once in a while, but for the people who use cheat codes literally every time they play a video game, it's like, okay, but are you really playing the game though? Because I would argue you're not. Way to avoid damage, don't play the game if you hate it that much. I mean, I suppose, but we want people to play the game. We just want we want everybody to play the game, and that's the problem, is you can't please everybody. But, like, I hate telling people just not to play the game, because then, you know, the player base suffers, but also, you know, the game is the way the game is, and I think you have to focus on pleasing the core community more than you have to focus on pleasing new people, and that's something developers struggle with. Like Battlefield, but just insert Dodge meme, or did you mean Doge and it corrected you? I bet he meant Doge and it auto-corrected him or something. And the carrier's dead. Piece of cake. I should go ahead and put up my aircraft, because why not? There we go. There's gonna be a battleship over here. Oh, I love these missions where you get to sit around and wait. And do nothing.
Enemy reinforcements spotted. Secondary
Hello. And goodbye. And that's all the bad guys for this mission. Let's go ahead and use a repair kit. I don't know if this helps us or not for our Inferno mode mission. Poor Akagi. Yeah, he had no chance.
Ready to attack.
Oh, let's see. Find in page. Repair. Space or. Whoops. Repair kits. Repair kits. Let's see. Boss rush. Inferno mode. Survival mode. Okay, survival mode uses the EL1 maps. Up to 670, skipping submarine-only missions and rank rewards. Points and money are saved and kills count towards the 999 goals. Drop crates only contain health, ammo, or repair kits even if Jolly Roger is flown. Sailors never appear. Cuttlefish gun is presumed to be the Sepia pulse cannon. Okay. Interesting. So the kills count, and we get the money and the health. Or we get the money and the points. But yeah, I don't know if I don't know if our repair kits count towards that. Where are our Inferno mode missions? Hello, what's going on here? My phone is like, whoa, whoa. What is happening to Chrome? Wow, Chrome just had a stroke. There we go. That was weird. That was really weird. Okay. More transmissions coming in and stuff. Everything's dead. We're just waiting on the mission to end. Let's see. No, I meant dodge. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I don't know the dodge meme. You have a point, but it's an effective method if you can't get good. Yeah. Let's see. Boss rush missions. Let me see here. Let me go to game facts. The generalized game facts. Here. Warship gunner. Gunner. 2. FA. Oh, sorry. Whoopsies. FAQ. There. What's going on the island? Blah, blah, blah. We don't care. And we're done. There we go. Trying to find how to get the... trying to find out if these repairs would count towards our repair or die thing. Let's go ahead and save right there. Find in page. Repair or repair or let's see, there we go. Yes. Full or emergency training missions and repairs during failed missions do not count, but it doesn't say survival doesn't count. So we'll try to be using let's see. We'll try to be using repair kits through here.
All hands alert. Full speed ahead.
The enemy's dead. What do you mean by they're withdrawing? Yeah, right. There's no one left to withdraw. They're all gone. Oh man.
Enter engagement mode.
Hello, cruisers, destroyers alike.
Enemy
Y'all
ship
gonna
sunk.
die today.
Enemy ship sunk.
Shells coming in and missed.
Enter engagement mode.
Let's go there at high angles here.
Cancel engagement mode.
Kill this destroyer.
Enemy
Hit me
ship
at least
sunk.
one. I'm yawning. Ooh, since Battlefield's been mentioned, what would you want the next Battlefield game to be? Bad Company or 2142?
Secondary objective added.
I think just a modern title, like the same kind of era as Battlefield 4, and then I'd like to go to something more exotic, because we've had 2 quote-unquote exotic games in a row now, which is Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5, and I call them like quote-unquote exotic because they're out of the norm. You know, World War I and World War II is a little out of the norm for the era. So I think something more like normal and modern first, and then after that, probably 2142 would be cool. But I hear Bad Companies were good, but they haven't done any 2142 type in ages. Yeah, so the closest thing we've gotten to a 2142 type of vibe was actually the Final Stand DLC for Battlefield 4, where they directly referenced some of the stuff from 2142. There you can see like the big mechs and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's the closest we've gotten to another game like that. So, man, for like a modern title. But I do hope the next one is modern. I suspect, and I have absolutely no evidence for this, but I suspect the next game might also be Vietnam, which would be cool, but I don't know for sure. I mean, I would personally love to see that too, because one thing that's been missing out of the last couple of games for me has been helicopters, and helicopters are a huge, you know, they're a totally different way of playing the game, of fighting, you know, they're a whole different type of threat. They're a whole nother level of gameplay that we just haven't had since Battlefield 4. And so if they went with Vietnam, if we went with Vietnam, they could bring back helicopters, and it would mostly feel like a modern type of game, because you have all the same kind of vehicles, sort of, You have jets and helicopters and pretty modern tanks, and imagine seeing like the Vietnamese jungle in with the graphics of today. Like, oh, that would just be so cool. Like, how cinematic would that be? I mean, like, I was playing Battlefield 5 on the Pacific maps with my friends last night, and like I'm on the top of a Sherman, attacking this bunker with my 30 cal machine gun, firing at Japanese soldiers that are running left and right, and you know, a Type 97 tank rolls up, and we're like, oh shit! Like, it's such a crazy cinematic game. But yeah, doing something Vietnam or Cold War era would be really cool, and it wouldn't surprise me that much if they decided to do that. So, just because they seem to be going like in historical order since Battlefield 1 at least, but like nobody knew that they were gonna do World War II after World War 1, which I'm glad they did because it's cool, but you know, it seemed a little odd, but overall the game is good and it's fun, and it's, like I said, very cinematic. So, but yeah, it's like I think a Vietnam game would be really cool. If they weren't going to do modern, I think the next best thing I would want would be Vietnam. But yeah, just for the cinematics of it, it would be cool. But I do want to see the Bad Company guys return. You know, hopefully they can keep like the same characters and the same sort of story that they had for the campaign. That was fun. The Bad Company games actually really stood out for the campaigns, which is good. I don't know if, as far as the multiplayer is concerned, I don't know if you could get that back. Like the multiplayer Bad Company hype, I don't know if you could get that back, because what made that hype so real about Bad Company the first time was that it was like the first time that a multiplayer game had that level of destruction in the buildings and all that stuff, and you just can't do that again. It's Battlefield's thing now, and it's never going to be new or fresh. So I don't think you could get that hype back for another Bad Company game, which is kind of sad, but I fear that is the reality. But I would love to see those characters again for another campaign story, at the very least. Other than the destruction, I don't really know what it was about Bad Company that stood out to so many people as the multiplayer, as such a good multiplayer experience. Obviously, the maps were very well done, which helps. But you know, then it's just like, it doesn't have to be Bad Company to have good maps, and if it is Bad Company, it may have bad maps. So, you know, just by being Bad Company, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to have those good maps again. So, who knows, man? Who knows? We won't know until probably next, not this year's E3, but E3 2020, or 2021, rather. It's probably the first time we'll hear about the next Battlefield game, or whatever. Well, like one of the first gaming events in 2021 is. Maybe not E3. E3 might be a little late for them to announce something. We'll probably hear about it before that, but you know, I suspect around springtime next year, we'll have heard what the next Battlefield game is going to be. We already know that it's not coming out this year. That was confirmed in like a press call. Plan to support Battlefield through 2020, and that Battlefield 6, whatever it is, would be coming out in like fiscal year 2022, which is like fall of 2021 to fall of 2022. So most people are counting on October 21 release date ish. Still want to go around in Stompy Mech Boys. Yes, that would be cool. That would definitely be cool. Let's see. My stream health has been updating me constantly, and it's not really telling me why. It's just keep telling me that the current bitrate is higher than the recommended bitrate. I don't know why that matters. Like, maybe it's getting too much data and it can't display everything, because it's I don't know. That's all I know. I hate these long missions that take like 10 minutes just because the map is huge. This will be all so much easier when we have the AGS guns. maybe if I have time later this week, I will be able to stream some Battlefield. Although I'm going to say this now, by the way, while we have a bunch of people watching this live, and while we have a bunch of people who are actually genuinely interested in the Warship Gunner series, both the games and play, next we're going to be on spring break home. There will be no videos that week, or maybe I'll do something extra and put out a few videos sprinkled throughout the week, but I don't want to promise anything. Just assume there won't be videos. There might be, I might have time to make some extra videos for that period of time, but just assume there won't be any regular videos for that period of time, from like roughly the 15th to the 22nd. So, yeah. And thank you to the one person that liked the stream. I appreciate that. If the rest of you guys are enjoying the stream, or excited for the rest of the stream, so that we can, relatively speaking, at least. Alright, save successful. I always crash in the middle of the day, man. I just always get really tired in the middle of the day, and I hate it. Let's go, let's go. Let's go sink the Whirlwind. I want to just get this done and over with quickly. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the vibration on my phone. And yeah. Come here, Whirlwind. I mean, it's easy enough already. AGS guns would make it too easy. I mean, it's easy, but it's time consuming. Because it's either aim at each ship individually with my big guns, or wait for the high angles to kill them. And either way, it just takes a long time. Now, if I had AGS guns, it would be even easier, because they'd just obliterate everything in like 2 shots. But yeah, hi. We're just gonna skip your little intro here. I can't even see him yet. Wow. Where are you? There he is. Can't fire at him, huh? Go. I don't have a forward thruster. No. No. I can't believe he's not in range, actually. There he is. Fire all the guns. Fire all the guns. All the forward guns, at least. Attack. Oh, I don't think we do that much damage at once. Well, he's dead. Dropped. So they don't drop crates. That's fine.
Let's leave the area.
Oh yeah, this thing is now at stage 3, the Arch-Tempered Kula EQ. Every move it does, a one-shot, even if you have highest level armor. Jesus. See, at that point, it's like, well, it's the most advanced version of what I said before about that game. The whole game is like, the best way to be good at the game is just to not get hit, period. It's like, the best way to play that game is to just not take damage to begin with. And that's the hardest way to play the game, of course. But, you know, that is like the ultimate mastery of the game, is just being able to play it so you don't take damage at all. Don't mess up. Know all of the moves ahead of time, and know all of the you know, when they're gonna do the moves, etc. But, you know, that is by far the hardest way to play the game, but it is also the most skillful and you know, most impressive way to play the game, I guess. I think these repair kits are transferring through the missions, so I'm gonna go ahead and use another one here. Another repair. Getting repaired again. Once that one's done, we'll go ahead and do another one. Just cheesing the heck out of that thing. Yeah, all of you are gonna die. And let's go ahead and kill that airfield over there too, shall we? Do you get it? My shells are falling. There's other buildings closer than the airfield is. It's crazy. There we go. Repair kit. Back to high angle guns on here. I'm sorry, the Bow-Jeet thrusters. Yeah, which is the silencers. It's the Bow-Jeet thrusters. Gotta get it right, you know. Gotta talk English goodly. They transfer through the mission and give a very sizable points bonus for what they're... That's true, but I'm less worried about missions. So it's not like these are just training missions. Uh-oh, the stream cut out for a second. No data. Okay, are we back? Let me know if we're back, guys. I think YouTube just lost my stream for a second there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come back to me, live stream. I'm gonna pause real quick. What is going on? Holy crap. Okay. Are we good? Are we good? I hope so. Oh man. Where's that airfield at? It is back. Okay. Hey, as long as YouTube actually uploads the stream here at the end, I'll be totally happy. I apologize. I don't know what I can do about it, if anything. Thought about it, forgot. I mean, I could try to just play cable. I don't know in this. Let's do this as two separate repairs. One for the fire, and then after we kill those guys, one for the health. This is having. There we go. We'll repair here. And now we just sit around for, oh my goodness, 3.5 minutes almost, or a little over 3.5 minutes. Oh god. Well, how has everybody's weekend been? Let's start with that since we had to sit here. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. I hope everybody has had a great weekend. I have been begging for a guitar that I really want. It's a limited edition guitar that I thought they were done making, and then I checked the site the other day, and they have 4 more in stock, and I'm like, oh my god, I thought they were done. But they have more, and I'm like, I really want it. And I just got my tax return back, which means I can pretty much buy it outright with a tax return as well, with just a little bit of money from my job, as you know, to throw in to finish it off. But I could totally get the guitar, and I'm just trying to convince my dad that I need it. I mean, it's my money, but you know, he's still paying for my my rent while I'm going to college and my car, so I still kind of have to go to him for most financial decisions because he wants me to just save every penny I make. But not as good as it could be, anyways. Like the game expects you to rush to the objective and then kill everything. Yeah, it's it's fun. It's this game is it's absolutely perfect and has nothing wrong with it at all. At all. Yeah, I wish. It's fine. I hate these kind of missions. I mean, it's not like, you know, and even when we did this on our very first playthrough, we had not trained missions, to get a ton of money to get an epic ship. We just had, like, you know, whatever we had lying around, basically. We hadn't grinded money to get good shit. We just had a half-decent ship, and even still, we got stuck sitting here waiting for, like, 2 minutes during the Let's Play. I'm realizing I'm not going to get to rank 1 in Warships. Can't pull out this many wins out my ass to reach it. I think I need like 20 odd wins to reach it from where I am. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, see, that's the other thing is, like, the last bunch of times I played Warships, I got on these ridiculous losing sprees. Like, freaking talking 15 defeats in a row with maybe like 1 victory thrown in there. And I'm not even trying to do ranked. I'm just playing like regular, casual, you know, random battles, and I just get raked over the coals over and over and over, and it's just not fun. The same thing kept happening in WoT for a little while, but the rounds are so much faster in WoT that it doesn't hurt as bad when it happens in World of Tanks. It's like, alright, well, at least I only wasted 2 minutes of my time, whereas in World of Warships it's like, well, I just wasted 6 or 7 or 10 minutes of my time for absolutely nothing. And, you know, I just kind of wish that if you were going to get screwed over in WoT, I wish it just happened a little faster so you could, you know, go back to the port, pick another ship, and get on with your life. But come on, open the gates. I want to proceed. We are almost an hour into this, and we're only on mission 160. Put that into perspective. Oh god, this is probably going to be close to like 3 hours at this rate. Oh, man. Hey, there we go. Thank you. Let's get the hell out of here. Let me go. Okay. Let's keep moving. Yeah, save. And this is why I hardly play them anymore. Yeah, it's just, you know, and it's so much more fun with having bigger groups of friends. Like, that's something about WoT, is that you can have 5-man squads of friends, and that's a lot of fun. But on World of Warships, you can only have up to 3 because it's 9v9 instead of 12v12 like the PC, which is another thing I hate about World of Warships Legends, is that the games are so much smaller. And it just makes it harder to play with friends, and it just makes it less fun, in my opinion. But I don't know, man. Don't know. That's the other thing about having 9 players is, like, if you have, you know, say you have 3 teammates that are just real dumb, like just real bad at the game. 3 teammates out of 9, 3 teammates out of 12 is not so bad. But also, we listened to Fate at work. It was sorry. I like it a lot. But obviously all 3 of the singles are good songs. Inside Out, Full Circle, and Living the Dream are great. Bottom of the Top is like the only one I'm still kind of like about. But let me, in fact, I'll just pull it up and look at all the songs right now, and let me see here. It's definitely dead. No, we got it. Let's see. A Little Bit Off. I love A Little Bit Off. That's a good one. To Be Alone is awesome, and Jason has a great solo in that. Mother May I is another one that I'm kind of like, it's good, but it's like, Darkness Settles In is great. This Is War is awesome. I love the lyrics. Leave It All Behind is just a good song all around. It reminds me a lot of Wash It All Away, how it's just got a really good rhythm to it, so I love that. Let's see, Scar Tissue is good. Scar Tissue feels maybe a little bit more, how do I put it? It feels a little bit more like Got Your Six, which is cool. Brighter Side of Grey is very much like I Refuse, and that's, you know, it's a great song. Making Monsters, the bonus track. Making Monsters is awesome. I love that. It kind of reminds me of Jekyll and Hyde. Death Punch Therapy is just awesome because I'm a Death Punch fanboy, and then the radio edit of Inside Out is also cool. So, yeah. I like it. I like it a lot. I think it's a good album. I think it might be my favorite album, just because it's got a lot more variety on it in terms of the rhythm. The tuning is a lower tuning than they usually use, like significantly, which is cool. It's just got a lot more variety on it, and I like that a lot. Even all 3 of the quote unquote slower songs, like A Little Bit Off, Darkness Settles In, and Brighter Side of Grey, they're all like slower, calmer, almost acoustic, and sometimes literally acoustic songs, but even despite all that, they're all unique and different. So, been playing more gacha-based games than mobile. Having ones with personality is better. Mobile gaming than Let's see. Let's start killing. Why wait for the high angles to get in there and engage them when I can just start murdering people now? See, I don't understand how YouTube says it's not receiving enough data when it's also telling me occasionally that it's receiving too much data. Like, that's gotta be just an issue with my internet for some reason. I don't know. YouTube just be crazy sometimes. YouTube just be crazy. I'm gonna kill that airfield if I can right now. Try to get rid of it. Look how short those shells are falling. What in the world? Okay, there we go. Hey, I got it. Let's put up my helicopter and my fighters. Kill all these other enemy ships over here. We're gonna head south. And kill all the buildings. Try to get these missions done quickly. Oh my goodness. Well, we got the cargo plane. Not that it helps us, but, you know. I want to fall asleep doing this. I don't know, Anthony, I don't know if you heard any of the bonus tracks, like if the version you were listening to had the bonus tracks on it, but I highly recommend the bonus tracks. They're very cool. There's Making Monsters, Death Punch Therapy, and a radio edit, or the radio edit of Inside Out, which is cool. Because the radio edit of Inside Out has that, like, violin kind of intro with it, you know? And the verses sound different, too. He sings the verses differently. The words are the same, but the tones that he uses are different, which is cool. I actually prefer the radio edit version over the regular version. Air bases are dead. And all the targets are dead. There we go. Yeah. Back. Done. Hooray. Go ahead and just get through this here. We have money. Not that it's much, but we'll take what we can get. No, I don't. I'm not trying to save again. I didn't mean to do that. We are past an hour. Oh, 200. Oh, this is another escort mission. Dang it. Ah. I hate these. Especially now, when we're trying to do things in a reasonable amount of time, and it's like, hurry up and wait. Hurry up and wait for these slow jerks to get to their location. I hate it. Why do you do this to me? There's going to be launching a ton of S-Rocks everywhere over there, because there's definitely a ton of submarines.
Enemy ship sunk. Enemy ship sunk. Enemy ship sunk.
Any more submarines? Yeah.
Enemy ship sunk.
Alright, any more? There's two more. One. Two.
Enemy ship
Oh,
sunk.
nope, they're both dead. Cool. Helicopters are going to get some crates for us. Let's go ahead and just start popping these guys with the 100cm guns, except that I can't seem to flick to the next target, which is making that substantially harder. Come on, come on. No, they're right there. They're right in the crosshairs. There you go. Flick over to the next target. Ah, fine. Just get in here with the high angles. Oh, I just wish I could wake up.
Enemy ship sunk.
I always crash right in the middle of the day.
Secondary objective complete.
Destroyer sunk. Okay. Let's head this way now. And around and around. There we go. Just to look cool. And yeah, I suppose we'll go ahead and start using the 100 centimeters to light up the rest of these guys here.
Enemy ship sunk.
As far as the fact that all these PT boats are here, I kind of would prefer slightly more spread on my shells, just to reach out and hit them. Can't exactly pick and choose when your firing delay system is turned on or not. Get a chance. Goodbye.
Enemy battleship
Yeah, not
sunk.
against these things.
Enemy battleship sunk.
And they're dead. And now we just hurry up and wait. Because I don't even think there's more reinforcements. I think that's just it. Some more sitting around and waiting. Oh boy. Oh man. Well, at least our ship looks cool. But, oh, I wish these transports were quicker. Can we install Enigma Tech propulsion systems on our transports, please? Is that something we can invest in here? Commander Gartner and all those high-end officials. We have the money. Yeah, that's not an issue. Once we research the things, we've got them forever. And we've kind of done that already. So, yeah, I'd like to just get these done and over with, please. I'd like to get some E-Tech prop systems on our transports here. I think it would be very helpful. Holy crap, they're slow. What did I get? Oh, I got ammo. We're gonna be here for a minute. Or several. Well, in case anyone is curious, because I can't stop thinking about it, I'll just go ahead and share it, because I can't stop thinking about it. In case anyone is curious what the guitar that I'm staring at is, or that I really want to buy is, it is. I'm gonna put a link in the chat. Control C and Control V. There. That is the guitar that I'm staring at. And then it slams you for trying to roll for rescue boats. I just want Tash Kent or something, and instead I get everything else. Oh my goodness, they're getting there. Those transports. That link is the guitar that I really want. But yeah, hopefully I can get it. I'm still waiting on him to say something. It is my money after all, but he's also paying for everything else in my life, so you know. Go faster, transports. Just go a little faster. I would go and give him a push, but that's just gonna make it worse. That's gonna make it much, much worse. Oh, if there's any mission in the game that gives you a really good sense of how much smaller the maps and stuff are in this game compared to real life, this is the one. Because it's really not that far to get. Well, in the game, it's not that far to get from down there to up here. But in real life, it's obviously significantly harder. It takes a lot longer. Oh, hurry up and finish the objective. Hey, here we go. Gotta have goals. Heck yeah, man. Oh, there's a lot of stuff on Sweetwater that I want, but, you know, eventually I'll be making enough that I can go ahead and get it, a lot of it, but I'm just not quite there yet. Oh, A rank. Don't care. What was the other objective? What? There was another objective? Oh, look, we got the development plan for the drill missile. Hey, there we go. Save present score, yeah. There we go. And my neighbor is pulling in with her very loud car, so you might be able to hear that for the next couple of minutes. She also tends to sit in her driveway and idle with her car for some unknown reason. That way. And hello, enemy ships. I can't see you. Oh, you're there. Yeah, I know you're there.
Enemy battleship sunk.
Can't see my own shells flying in.
Enemy ship sunk.
Nope, can't see anything.
Enemy ship sunk.
There you go, now I can kind of see them a little bit.
Enemy ship sunk.
There's one more ship in front of us still. Where is it? There you go. You. Die.
Enemy ship
This
sunk.
and this.
Airborne units.
I'm back. How much did Halo react to me giving FA to meh? Oh man, you didn't even sit around and wait for my reaction? I went through all the songs and basically just listed off which ones I like. I like all the songs. The only ones that I'm a little more meh on are Bottom of the Top, I'm a little meh. And Bottom of the Top, I'm a little meh. And Mother May I'm a little meh. But I love Inside Out, Full Circle, Living the Dream are all great. A Little Bit Off is awesome. That's one of my favorites on the record. To Be Alone is amazing, and Jason has a great guitar solo in that one. Darkness Settles In is a good, quiet song, like from them. It reminds me a lot of like The Tragic Truth or something like that. And let's see what else. This Is War is awesome. I love the lyrics in that one, especially like the intro. It's just a really heavy song that I could totally imagine them playing live. I don't know if they will, but I hope they do. But that would be a good song to play live. Leave It All Behind is a good song all around. I like, it sounds a lot like, well, it doesn't literally sound like, but it has the same kind of vibe as Wash It All Away, which is awesome. Scar Tissue is good. Kind of reminds me of a Got Your Six sort of thing. Brighter Side of Grey reminds me of I Refuse, so that's good. And let's see. Making monsters reminds me a lot of like Jekyll and Hyde, which is cool. But Death Punch Therapy is awesome as well. It's, you know, just that one's really for the Death Punch fanboys like myself, of course. And then the radio edit of Inside Out, I think, is really sweet because it's actually, he sings the verses a different way, same words but just sings them differently, and it has like the violin kind of intro, which is sweet. So that's my thoughts on F8. I love it. I love overall, I love it. I think it's a great album. And now to sail back to the south and kill all these other ships. We are almost an hour and a quarter of an hour in the way in here, and we are only on mission 210. Not even a third of the way through this yet. Actually, probably based on guessing how many missions we're gonna probably be skipping because they're sub or non-Warner missions, or I'm sorry, non-Braun missions. Anthony, I don't know if you heard the bonus tracks when you listened to the album, but they're Making Monsters, Death Punch Therapy, and the radio edit of Inside Out. They're all good. I highly recommend them. Oh, let's go kill these enemy ships over here. Where's that carrier? I think the carrier's the only one I need to kill.
Enemy ship sunk. Enemy battleship
Nope, carrier.
Secondary objective complete.
There we go.
Enemy aircraft carrier sunk.
Now we're done.
Objective complete.
You die too. Or maybe he'll get to live. He'll get to live. Okay, good for him. Oh, survival path, why you take so long? Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Doop-a-doo. Oops, no. We're done with that. Go out. Hey. Stop the enemy invasion force. Okay.
All hands alert.
Charge. Again.
Secondary objective added.
I need to get up and adjust my thermostat soon. In all fairness, I want to break and probably miss them all. And probably miss them. Yeah, I mean, I would give it another listen. Like on your own, time when you can really just kind of focus on listening to it. But yeah, I like a lot of the songs. Some of them it took me a couple listens to come around to. Like the first time I heard This Is War, which now is one of my favorites on the album. The first time I heard it, I barely even noticed the song existed. I didn't remember anything about it or what it sounded like. But now that I listen to it, every time it comes on, it's like one of my favorites off the album. It sounds like it would be so good live. I can absolutely imagine everybody on the stage and in the crowd jamming out to that one. Inside Out would probably be really good live. I'm sure well, actually, I know they've played Inside Out live at least once. So I hope that the next time I get to see them live that they play it, and some other new ones off the album as well. They'll probably add, well, I don't know. They might add one of the new acoustic songs to their live repertoire of acoustic songs, which would be cool. Because obviously they always play like Wrong Side of Heaven and Remember Everything live. With acoustics, and lately they've been doing Blue on Black as well with acoustics live, which is sweet. And actually, Jason plays two guitars for that one. He has like a 12-string acoustic on a stand that he plays for the acoustic bits, and then he has his regular Explorers for the solo and the live stuff, or the solo and the electric stuff, which is a really cool idea. But there we go. Fleet has been eliminated, including those two destroyers. Nobody gets to live this time. And if you think, what about the planes? They get to live now. They're going to run out of fuel and crash into the ocean and get eaten by sharks and die. Apparently something else got to live, though, but whatever. 33,000 funds. We got, a new U.S. submarine hull. Hooray. Finish this. Yeah. Or save this, rather. There we go. Back out again. Oh, this is another one where I gotta wait around. Why? I hate these. There's so many missions where they just so much waiting around. Just like hurry up and do nothing. Okay, whatever you say. Destroyer. Kill that destroyer. Obviously, there's a ton of PT boats in here to worry about too. Wish I had more high angles. This would make this substantially easier. Let's go ahead and use a repair kit too, because why not? Planes are going to suffer in Indy. As far as we know, they all drowned and got eaten by sharks. The whole lot of them. Yeah. I think that's the best story. I feel bad now. What are these destroyers? Okay, they're standing up to my high angles pretty well, so I'm just gonna go ahead and kill them. Oh, one's a cruiser. Explains a lot. There we go. Oh yeah, I forgot there's a ton of submarines in there. I'm gonna fire lots and lots and lots of ASROCs at basically everything. And, of course, the cruiser and destroyers over here, because the PTs will fall easily enough on their own. Yeah, I wish I had at least one anti-sub plane on here, like pretty much specifically for this kind of thing. 3 subs left? Yeah. Let's see if I kill them all. Yeah, 1 and 2 and 3. Nice.
Secondary objective complete.
High angles, go to town. Or I'll just take care of the big guys with my guns and then let the high angles go nuts.
Enemy ship sunk.
There's a destroyer. Oh, they're all destroyers left alive. I thought it would be PTs.
Enemy ship sunk.
There we go. Let's go ahead and get turned around here.
Full speed ahead.
Man, I am like really falling asleep here. God, we're not even we're not even halfway through this thing. Oh, I forgot to keep spawning further away too. Hopefully I can just kill them all from back here.
Stop engine. Left rudder. Enemy ship sunk. Enemy ship sunk. Enemy ship sunk.
Die, all of you. Yeah, they're all dead. Don't spawn anymore from the north, please. No. Why am I so tired?
Enemy reinforcements spotted.
Yeah, stop doing that.
Full speed ahead.
Now you gotta put them all the way up there. They're just annoying. This is all the exciting stuff you guys miss when I cut things out of an episode.
Enemy ship sunk.
In all fairness, watched a program that used a side scan sonar to show the Indy's wreck, and they got and they explained what happened, and I got really out of shape. Get some coffee. I have some coffee. I just finished my second cup of coffee actually for the afternoon. I know they couldn't give the whole story, but still they painted the captain as the absolute bad guy. I guess I haven't heard the entire story of it. I know basically that the ship went down, and there were a lot of survivors that basically were had to deal with shark attacks on a regular basis. But I don't know like the actions of the crew that led to that point or anything like that. So that's the part of the story I haven't heard myself. I'm tempted to go and make some more coffee, honestly. I don't know. Coffee doesn't usually help me wake up though. Usually I don't know. Usually it just doesn't do anything for me anyways. No, I'm about to get a drink. Don't put more enemies right in front of me now.
Full speed ahead. Enter engagement mode. Cancel engagement mode. Enter engagement mode.
There we go. I'm playing with one hand. My left hand has got a bottle. A water bottle. Die, all of you. Enemy ships. Yeah. It's hard to get excited about this because it's EL1. It's just so easy. It's just time consuming. That's all it is. We're getting one really good reward at the end, but the intermittent rewards are not great. And that's kind of all we have to look forward to right now. Speed up. Head back over here to where the carriers are going to be, because that's the next thing that's going to spawn, and I think the last thing too. Well, on leaving Tinian, Indy as a capital ship wasn't given an escort. Sub-report she was given was days to a week out of dead. Or days to a week out of dead. So they reported basically that she wouldn't encounter any submarines, and then she did because, you know, there were plenty of Japanese out there. But we need to be faster. It's not about being fast in this mission, at least. It's about, you know, we're just waiting on the enemies to spawn, which they do on their own timer, which sucks. As in the battleship needs to be faster? I'm kind of happy with this. Oh, there's more? I thought the carriers were next. Want this mission to be over. Why? Was given date. What? Let's see. Support she was given was date to a week out of days to a week out of date. Oh, out of date. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot more sense. She got torpedoed, and I know she had just finished recovering or delivering a vital component for the atomic bomb, right? So that was the mission she was on. I know that she wasn't reported missing for a couple of days because, like, somehow, even though she never checked into port, somehow that went pretty much unnoticed, and it took a few days before anyone was like, hey, by the way, where's the Indianapolis? Oh, she checked into port? Well, she's not here, so what the hell's going on? And then they started searching. I remember that bit. As far as what the crew did, I don't know much about that. But hurry up and die, enemies. We have a reward to get. Yeah, no kidding. Hurry up and spawn, really, is what we need them to do. Now we're just waiting on them. And that's all we're doing, is waiting for them. And I'm like, come on, guys. Please. Man, oh man, oh man, they take so long to spawn, and I don't know why. Now the carriers should be next, hopefully. Capital ships went missing out there all the time, just showed up at different ports. Craziness. Crazy irresponsibility.
Stop engine.
Breastfeed has begun. They counter attack. Hooray. Oh, look, carriers. It's almost like I knew they'd be here or something. Goodbye, British aircraft carriers. That right there about sums up the British aircraft carriers of World War II. What just happened there? That's pretty accurate. I'm kidding, but they didn't do much. They did some really significant things. Don't get me wrong, like dooming the Bismarck. And the what was it? The raid on the Italian port. They did some great things, but they just didn't do that much in the grand scheme of things. At least not compared to the U.S. and the Japanese Navy. So, oh man, 1.5 hours in. I know I keep yawning and sighing, and I apologize, but I really am just falling asleep here, and I didn't expect this to take as long as it has already. Landing at Emden. Is this It's this
Full
one.
speed ahead. All
yeah.
hands alert.
Okay, well, let's go. Granted, all her hatches were open at the time, but it was a safe area. It was getting up to 111 degrees out there. Yeah, yeah. Well, it's, you know, it's very difficult to shift the blame on any one person or party. You know, there was a lot of misinformation and a significant lack of information, of accurate information, and they thought they were in a safe area, and intel was wrong, and they were not in a safe area, and also the fact that capital ships can sail on their own was another huge, you know, issue. There was people who mishandled the fact that she should have been back in port and wasn't, even though she checked into port somehow when she wasn't actually there, all that stuff, you know. Unfortunately, Captain also thought, oh shit, we just got torped, quick, get out of here before we get torped more. So she took on a lot of water. Oh, There are definitely a lot of things that could have been handled better about the whole situation leading up to it and during it, but I mean, in any other circumstance, I think the captain would have been in the right to try to, like, start making evasive maneuvers to not get torpedoed again. But being the only ship out there and, you know, not knowing whether he was going to get torpedoed again, it's a tough call to make, you know? It was a very, very sad, unfortunate situation for everyone involved. The only one truly to blame is they had my submarine for shooting and not being kind about it. I guess so, yeah, when you look at it that way. Submarine fleet spotted. This is the only subs for an import. Fine. Boom, boom, boom. And one Nazrock for each of you, because that's all you should take. Yep. Yeah, that's all they need. Turn. And turn. And get in here. Alright. Time to stop. Like this. Engine stop, release landing party, and done. Go. And, oh yeah, that's one of the other few missions where you don't get to go back afterwards. A rank again. Oh, we're making a little more money now, but still not crazy. Save present score, yeah. Oh yeah, it's 280. It's our good friend Dual Crater. Charge! We're just gonna try and kill it instantly, because, you know, 100cm guns. Hour and a half. Oh boy. Where are you at, Dual Crater? He's up there somewhere. As soon as I can shoot at him, we're gonna kill him. Telling how much the Navy screwed up that they revoked the captain's court-martial posthumously. That is that's telling. Definitely. that's for sure. I didn't know they posthumously court-martialed the captain. That's crazy. But I'm glad they also removed it. Or they took it back. So now, did he die in the whole thing? Like, did he go down with the ship, or did he survive to? Did he survive after the fact? Because I don't know if he survived the destruction or what. I would have assumed he died, but I don't know. If he really was that type of captain, then he probably would have tried to save himself rather than going down with the ship. But also, you know, just because a captain doesn't go down with the ship doesn't mean he's a bad captain. It's a matter of, did he get everybody else off the ship first and then go and then get off the ship, or did he, you know, just be one of the first ones on the lifeboats? That's the difference there. Here, EL-1 planes, here's a bajillion missiles, have fun getting shot down. Yeah. And the captain of the defending sub testified that even if Indy was zigging, he still couldn't have missed. He basically hand-delivered the torp to the ship. Yeah. It's interesting that they got some kind of testimony, or any kind of testimony from the Japanese sub-captain or sub-commander that Fired the torpedo. That's interesting. Oh, look, another gigantic map where the objective is to kill everything. Or almost everything. And the map is freaking huge, so this is going to take forever.
Enemy ship sunk.
Thankfully, our guns can really reach out and touch some people, so let's
Enemy
make sure
ship
we
sunk.
take advantage of that fact.
Right letter.
Hard to starboard. Find the other enemy ships. Sink them. Sink them. All y'all gonna die today.
Enemy
Got
ship
some
sunk.
cruisers and some
Enemy ship
destroyers.
sunk.
There.
Enemy ship sunk.
Last destroyer, and it
Enemy
is
ship
dead.
sunk.
Now let's go kill the battleships. Just trying to adjust and get comfortable. So it's going to be here for a little bit. Apparently. There's a couple of battleships in here. Oh, look, Nelson's. What do you know? Captain Revives was court-martialed,
Enemy battleship
offed
sunk.
himself after receiving the mail from the crew's families. I get it, but still, not helping. Though they even revised the judgment. Wow, that's crazy.
Enemy ship sunk.
I didn't know he also committed suicide.
Enemy ship sunk.
That's really crazy. See, that's all the details I didn't know about the crew. You know, what the crew did after the fact or during the attack. So that's pretty crazy.
Enemy ship sunk.
I feel like those are definitely the parts of the story that never get shared around for whatever reason. Oh, look, I have more repair kits. Let's keep using them.
Getting repairs. Repairs complete. Arming
Repairs
weapons.
complete. Yeah, well, I'm gonna be using more again.
Ready to attack.
Hello, battleships. Oh, there's the battleships. There we go. Let's fire off another repair kit here. There we go.
Repairs complete. Arming
Yeah.
weapons.
And they hit me again. Good.
Sunk.
Appreciate that here, enemies.
Battleship sunk.
Seriously
Secondary
damaged enemy
objective.
cruiser attachment.
Enemy battleship sunk.
And and revoking that court-martial basically admits that the Navy was just as complicit, if not more to blame. That's for sure, yeah. Alright, we're done with that. Let's go ahead and... next mission. I don't know what the next mission is, but next mission. We are almost halfway through this whole ordeal. Actually, if you take out non-Braun missions and submarine missions, we probably are halfway through. I certainly think so. She shouldn't have left port without escort. At least a DD would have sufficed. Yeah, anything that had, you know, some kind of sonar to drive off what's the word? Discourage a submarine from attacking. Anything would have been better than nothing. Or even to pick up the crew after they had been sunk. So,
All hands alert.
you know,
Speed ahead.
it's history now, and there's nothing else to be done about it at this point, really. It's just a really sad, unfortunate situation. Hey, look, 310 is done. That was a quick mission. Maybe one of the quickest missions we've had here. That might be the quickest mission in the game if you can kill him quickly enough. If you kill him like that with big cannons and just murder him on his first flyover. This and this. Oh man, save successful. Save menu, yes. Next, Pillar of Heracles, Pass Strait of Gibraltar. Okay, I can do that. Do I even have to kill everything? I don't think so.
Full speed ahead.
I'm just gonna make a run
All
for it
hands alert.
because I don't want to have to bother fighting everything. We'll start attacking stuff, obviously, but if I can just get through on my own, that'd be even better.
Enemy ship sunk. Enemy ship sunk.
As I say, the sub was basically able to sail right up next to the Indian, knock the hull. That's how close it was, and radio and SOS signal. Yeah, yeah.
Enemy ship sunk.
I mean, I'll happily go for these kills because these kills are still going to count towards our 999 kills. But
Enemy ship sunk.
wish I knew whether or not the repair kits do, but I have no stinking
Beginning
idea.
repairs.
So
Repairs
we're gonna go ahead and
complete. Arming
put
weapons.
up our helicopter again.
Sunk.
in a second here. Grab crates. Maybe we'll find some more repair kits in the mix here somewhere. There is another submarine somewhere. There. And another one. Whatever. Oops. There we go. Fire on deck, fire contained. I like that. Thank you, fire suppression systems, for doing your job now. More submarines. Do I care? Not really. Go ahead and use a repair real quick, though.
Cancel engagement mode.
Beginning repair.
If I still had room for an Azrock system or for an Aegis system on this battleship, I'd do it, obviously, but, you know, system slots are quite limited on battleships. I also wish the Azrocks were auto-fire. That'd be really helpful for this kind of thing. Ooh. Go, go, go. I want to say she had a crew of like 1,200. 300 went down with Indy. Only 300 came out of the ocean after 4 days. 900 brothers, fathers, and sons for something that shouldn't have happened. Yeah. It's very, very sad indeed. That's the thing about ships is, you know, maybe you only lose one ship, but the loss of life is massive because of how many people are on a ship. So it's pretty impressive that 300 people managed to survive, you know, in the water that long, but and that they were able to like stay close enough together to all be found. But that's a good thing, you know. It's a good thing they did that. They stuck together. But so is you know, such is war, I guess. I mean, the reason any of that happened is because we were at war, and Japanese commander is doing his job, and American commander is doing his job. You know, running the atomic bomb part to where it needed to be, doing what he was told, and the Japanese commander, again, like I said, doing what he was told. Such is war, which is a sad, sad thing. But maybe someday we get to a point where we don't have to deal with that. But I doubt it. I think there's an element of human nature that likes war, or likes to, like, when you really, you know, get deep and philosophical about it, it's like, I don't like this thing about you so much that I'm gonna kill you because of it. It's like, rather than just be like, hey, we disagree on something, that's cool, you do your thing, I'll do my thing, that's fine. You hate what I do so much you're going to kill me over it, whether it's religion, whether it's values, whether it's economics, I mean, just anything. It's like, it's pretty crazy when you put it that way, you know? But, oof, try not to fail this mission. Yeah, I remember this. This is the one where you can't go hog wild and blow up all of the, can't go hog wild and blow up all of the things badly as I want to, but yes, I remember. I've done that one too many times on this mission, so it's already ingrained in my brain not to kill everything. Hence why I'm being very picky with my targeting here. And let's go ahead and try to kill some of these ships too, hopefully. High angle the targets. I could do that, but these guns are also fairly precise because, you know, I've only got a few of them, and I have that nice firing delay system, so these are precise enough. I could be bothering with all these submarines and stuff, I just don't really care, to tell you the truth. I'm not going to get any parts or funds crates out of them, so meh. Destroy the runways, that's good. Okay, radar, battery, radar, other radar. We're going to get some collateral damage, but for the most part, I think we'll be okay. Yeah, there we go. Destroyed all surface targets. And are we done? Oh, we're already done. Nice. Love it. Piece of cake. See, and I didn't even care about the ranking, didn't matter. Save present score. Yep. For that one. I'm starting to wake up again, which is nice. I knew that was going to happen. It's just I always have that midday crash where I get really, really tired around 2 or 3 p.m. and then I come back out of it. eventually. But of course, daylight savings time just started today in the U.S., so it's currently 4:45 where I am, but it feels like 3:45,
All hands alert.
which makes sense because I started getting tired. It is now 3 and dead. Yeah, I have work.
Enemy ship sunk.
Do.
Enemy ship sunk.
Darn cruisers that
Enemy
stand
ship
up to
sunk.
my high angles just a little too well for my liking.
Airborne
This
units,
and this.
attack. Airborne units, attack.
Go ahead and put up my aircraft, because why not? What is our objective here? Just sink ships? Okay, I can do that. This is one of those missions where I'm so used to doing it like the normal way, to get the S rank or whatever, to destroy all the things, that I'm not usually very concerned about how to actually beat the mission, or what the objective is. Kill you, kill you, kill you, you. Is that 30? Probably not. I doubt that's 30. What if I went and got some submarine kills? That would help out, for sure. Here. And let's see. Turn hard to starboard. Readjust again. Yeah. Yeah. Ow. Oof. And I banged my toe off the bottom of my desk here. That's fun. I say desk, it's really just one of those like folding TV trays. That's what I'm playing on right now. No, the ships. There you go. Yes. Yes, target the ships. Uh-huh. 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 Done? 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 We're done? Yay. Yay. Go back. Or, no, not go back. Okay. I mean, go back to this and go back to the left to hit the OK button. Yeah, we were just here for the end. After this, we just check Inferno, maybe. I don't know if I want to stream that long. I was only kind of planning on this being a 2-hour stream, but I see that's not going to happen, so maybe in another stream I'd be happy to do that, but this is just going to be survival mode, because this is taking forever. Sink the twin-hull battleship. Oh, I can do that. Yeah, he's not going to win this one. Harima. And another case of sail in a straight line for a little while until the enemy becomes visible. Hooray! This would be a little more interesting if it were harder, but also all of these missions are only on EL1. So, yeah. All my missiles going back and doing their jobs. We have several thousand missiles, isn't it? Yeah, a little over 3,000 missiles when the mission starts. Come here, battleship. So many ship waifus were sunk this day. Yeah. Like your Nelson-class battleship there, Anthony. Do they have that in WoW's Legends now? They do, right? Yeah, I saw it once. I played a couple rounds in the last couple weeks, and I saw it in one of those. I have not seen the Yamato, but I don't think the Yamato's in the game anymore. I think they took it out, right? So they're gonna bring it back another way somehow. I just want to see if we got the thing. Oh, that's fine. I am all down for seeing if we got it. I just don't want to do it right now, because as you may remember, some of those Inferno missions can also take 20 or 30 minutes because there's just, you got to kill a lot of ships, and the maps can be really big and they can be really spread out. So those Inferno missions can also take a very, very long time. This is already taking way longer than I thought. There we go. Oh yeah, she's gorgeous. Is she good? I mean, I don't assume she's a terrible ship, but like, is her armor good? Is it, You know, is it kind of like playing the Richelieu, where it's like bow on is great, but anything else is like don't do it? I don't know. Nelson turns all problems into nails, for she is the hammer. Okay, then. That's one way to put it. I really just don't like the way that they've organized World of Warship's Legends, I guess, because it's like, it's, you know, it's, they don't have 10 tiers, which is a huge thing for me. It's only 9 versus 9, which is a huge thing for me. I mean, these are like, you know, these are not just nitpicky things. These are like fundamental changes to how the game works versus the full game. Like, I say, see there, I did it even on accident. I called the PC version the full game because it just feels like a full game, whereas Legends just doesn't feel like a full game. It's only 9v9. It's only up to tier 7. I mean, it feels more like Blitz than Blitz feels like Blitz. Like, even World of Warship's Blitz, the frickin' mobile version, as I'm sure Nova knows, even World of Warship's Blitz has up to tier 10. But it only has, what, 7v7 or something? Like, World of Warship's Legends just feels weird and wrong. It doesn't, like, I don't know, man. It just doesn't seem right. Only having up to tier 7 in a wargaming title, and then, like, it's just, it's so strange. I don't even know, man. Just bring you back from the dead if you're sure. You'd be on, like, 100 health and use that, and, oh, there's all your health back for you. Like, almost all of it. Which is madness, by the way. Armor is interesting. Her bow deck is weak to plunging fire, but her belt is pretty good, even though she has 16. She has typical British HE and AP mechanics. 7 versus 7, but many tier 10s. Yeah, see, that's the thing, is like, that's what's so weird about World of Warship's Legends on the consoles, is it just doesn't feel right. It's only 9v9, which feels really small for any wargaming title that isn't mobile. Like, you know, 7v7 makes sense for mobile, but 9v9 for console is just weird. And the fact that it only goes up to tier 7 and not to tier 10, and the fact that they're so stubborn on using ships that actually existed rather than ships that were paper ships like the Izumo and stuff like that. The Izumo, the Montana, you know, they really have restricted the content and what you can actually work towards in the game by only having 7 tiers per faction. It's just, it's so bizarre. Like, I'm so much more encouraged to play World of Tanks because I'm like, I'm at tier 8 and I'm like, yeah, man, like, I'm gonna get to, you know, I've been playing WoT for years and I still don't have a tier 10 tank. Now, granted, I haven't been playing it every day for years, but I've been playing the game for a long, long time and I don't have a tier 10 tank. I only have up to tier 8. And even my tier 8, I'm only a quarter of the way to a tier 9. But, like, it feels like, you know, there's so much less to work towards in World of Warships, or at least in Legends, because, you know, there's only 7 tiers, and I've already got several tier 7 ships. And on top of that, my other issue with World of Warships Legends is that new ships, especially top tier ships, are so ludicrously expensive. 18 million credits for a new tier 7 ship. So it's like, by the time I can earn enough experience to get to a tier 7 ship, way faster, so many times faster than I can earn the credits to get a tier 7 ship. Like, I remember there was a time when I had 2 tier 7 ships researched and ready to buy, but I just didn't have the credits. It's madness how expensive the ships are. But you get to the top tier so quickly in terms of experience, and I hate that. Drives me nuts, frankly. But this, put up my aircraft, and stink some ships while we go fight these other objective ships. Get some repair kits and ammo and whatnot. But yeah, so those are kind of my main points with the World of Warships Legends. Just, it could be so much better, so much more fun to play for me, but it's, I don't know. I don't like that it only goes to tier 7, and I don't like it's 9v9. Those are my biggest sticking points. Done. Next. Yeah. Even with the Russians coming out tomorrow, I'm still running out of ships to unlock on Legends. Yeah, there's so little progression, you know? Like, it's never been so easy in a wargaming title to get to the top tier, and it just, I don't know. I've already, like, for example, you know, in World of Tanks, there's so many different lines, and there's so many different tiers, because it goes all the way up to tier 10 in every single line. I'm like, I have, what, 7 or 8 tanks in my garage where I'm like, I want to play this tank specifically to get to the next tank in this tier. And, you know, in World of Warships, I'm like, well, I already got my Iowa. Well, I already got my Baltimore. Well, I got the Atlanta almost for free. You know, like, well, I've got my Nagato, but there's no, I can't work towards the Yamato to just use in regular gameplay because of the way they've designed the game, so there's nothing for me, you know, being a battleship lover, there's nothing for me to work towards in the Japanese battleship line because, you know, the top tier ship isn't even, it's not like this legendary Japanese ship that everybody's heard of like the Yamato. It's just not there, like, at all. So I have nothing to encourage me to go for the Japanese battleship line. I don't really care much for cruisers. I don't like playing destroyers, and there's no carriers. So I have very little that I actually care to work on in the game. Like, you know? That's kind of the issue now. Sink all enemy battleships. Oh, another one of these big missions. Fletcher, Balti, and the new Russian cruisers, then the Russian DDs. Oh yeah, that's the thing I has Iowa. Yeah, oh cool. I remember you had a lot of the other tier 7s before the Iowa. The Iowa's great. I love the Iowa. But, you know, and then there's that nagging feeling in the back of my brain where it's like, yeah, but if I play a tier 7, it's top tier, and I'm not earning anything else anymore. I'm not working towards anything new. And I'm barely even making any credits out of the deal because of the way they've set up the credits. Like, they just straight up don't, and they've said in their own posts, they don't want people to just live in tier 7. And it's like, okay, fine, but what if there aren't other ships that I'm encouraged to go after? And, you know, these are the ships that you spent a lot of time and effort working to get, and then they almost punish you for trying to use them. It's like, really? It's just weird. It's just weird, man. I don't get it. Had to go through Kali. I didn't mind the Kali. I know a lot of other people hated it. I have a lot of friends that went through the Kali and hated it, including you, evidently, but I never hated it. It did okay for me, but I had, you know, given, you know what's interesting is the Nagato and the Kali are very similar because they're both the same tier. They both have exactly 8 16-inch guns, and the armor on both of them is pretty much, you know, for all intents and purposes, basically functionally the same. You know, show broadside to another thing with 16-inch guns, you're gonna die. That thing showing broadside to you with 16-inch guns, it's gonna die. But, like, I just had better luck in the Kali than I've ever had in my Nagato or any of my Japanese battleships. And I noticed that even on the PC, like, I think a lot of the time the Japanese battleships are just better ships, like, technically speaking. But I have terrible luck with them. I just can't get them to work correctly for me and get good games in them. So I always, you know, I always liked my Colorado. But TBF, Kali behaved herself at the end. It's all luck based, and that's the other issue with World of Warships is Watt feels a little more skill based on a minute-to-minute gameplay basis than World of Warships does. Because like I said before, if you have an oopsie in World of Tanks, it's like, oh, you can fix that. Like, you know, if you inch out of cover and you get shot, it's like, ow, crap, I shouldn't do that again. But if you have an oopsie in World of Warships and you realize, you know, you take off in one direction when the round starts and you finally look at the mini-map 1 minute in and realize all of your teammates are going the other way, you're like, whoopsie, but that's a mistake that literally just cost you the game. For yourself, at least. It just cost you your experience of the game because you're like, well, I'm just going to die now and there's nothing I can do about it. So, yeah. That's the other issue with WoWs for me versus Watt. Or a lot of other multiplayer games. You know, if you die in Battlefield, it's like, ah, God, that's annoying, but you respawn and you go and get it again. And in WOT, like I said, if you die in WOT, it's usually in the first couple of minutes, and then you're like, well, at least I only wasted 2 minutes of my time, and I can go pick another tank that I care to work on, and keep going. Whereas in World of Warships, it's like, man, there's only 2 ships I actually want to progress right now, and if one sinks, I've either got to wait around for that battle to be over, which could take 15 or 20 minutes, or I go play the other ship that I actually care to play. And sometimes that ship gets sunk pretty much immediately too, so then you have no ships that you care to work on, and you're just sitting around waiting for one of them to be done. And it's just annoying. And even, you know, even when you have premium quote-unquote money printers, they still don't print money that quickly. It still just takes a lot of grinding to be able to get silver. And so, WoW's is in a weird place for me. Kali and Nagato have one crucial difference: accuracy mod. That's true. Was playing with Sparks and he was going, Kali is much better than Nagato. Me, hold my beer, 10 Citadel game. That's fair. Although, like I said, I had good luck with my Kali. The shots almost always went where I wanted them. I remember playing with you and your Kali, and you were having such a hard time getting anything to land, and I never had that much trouble with it. I just had a good luck with the shots, I guess, but... And then my Nagato had the exact opposite experience, where despite the accuracy mod, I still couldn't hit the broadside of a frickin' barn from the inside. I don't know. I kept getting left behind by teammates, because that thing was slow as hell. It's like, you expect the American battleships to be slow, because the entire tree up until the Iowa is very slow. So if you get to the Colorado, you're already expecting that. When you go from the Congo to the Nagato, and you go from this like 30-some-odd knot battleship to this 24-knot battleship, or, you know, before upgrades, and then 26 after, it's like, oh my god! That's really annoying. Raging, be fair, and call it... raging, be fair and call it raging. Fair enough, I guess. Anthony can rage when he gets really upset with the game, like World of Warships, or even Monster Hunter sometimes. Although he doesn't rage at Monster Hunter nearly as much because he's actually good at the game, and I'm not. And I try to, because I make videos and I try to make entertaining videos. Well, specifically because I try to make entertaining Let's Plays and not rage videos. I try not to rage too hard at those things, but every once in a while I'm just like, Rrr. What do I have for planes on here? I don't even remember. 2 bombers and 3 fighters? Intercept? Fighter? I think they're fighters. But... So, let's see, a lot of planes went in, but our Rams got that under control. We got more enemy ships down here. Lots of battle carriers. I forgot battle carriers were a thing in this mission. There's successfully defended the Adelaide air base. Hooray! Yay. Okay. Back. Hey, look, we even got an S rank. Nice. Further proof that killing the planes does not help your destroyed percentage. Oh, look, we got German Battleship 1. Hooray. This and this. Yeah, but Kali wishes she could do 26 knots. Even in Kali's wildest dream, she does 23, and her dream is like, stop kidding yourself, love. Yeah, but again, you expect that from the American battleship line. Like, if you play up to that point, you're used to it, and you just play the game that way. And what's interesting too is that the Kali maneuvers better. She steers better. She has better acceleration, and she's a shorter, fatter ship that is just more maneuverable than the Nagato, which is a long, narrow ship, which doesn't turn well to begin with, but especially doesn't turn well when you're going so slow and you don't have that propulsion upgrade. That was kind of always my issue with the Nagato, is I always felt like I was getting left behind by my team because I just could not go fast enough. And it's not as good of a brawler as the Kali because its guns don't rotate as fast, that sort of thing. It's harder to dodge torpedoes in the Nagato, so it doesn't feel like a brawling ship that you can take like around islands and mess somebody up as they come around the corner like you can in the Kali. And so the Nagato is like in this weird place of like trying to stay at range with its engagement distances, but also it really can't stay next to any teammates because it's not fast enough. If the Kali gets left behind, it's like, alright, well, time to go hug some islands and blast people as they come around the corner. And it can do that pretty well because it's a better brawler. Also, I'm also texting my dad right now about stuff.
Cancel engagement mode.
Secondary objective added. Secondary objective added.
Oop. We got missiles coming in. Let's deal with that. I don't know how much those missiles are going to hurt, but we'll just intercept them for convenience sake. Let's see. Kali's turn is better, but Nagato's rudder is actually better. She can shake her hips like no one can. We are taking a lot of damage from something. What is it? Are we getting torpedoed? Is that what's damaging us so badly? Wow, okay then. Guess we'll go ahead and kill all these ships in here. Have I played War Thunder? I've tried War Thunder, but I didn't like, I think the naval action is too small scale for me, because there's still, like, they don't have, like, big, massive ships yet. I think they're getting there, but when I played, they didn't have, like, anything really big. The flight controls seemed next to impossible for me to figure out, because they just didn't feel right. And I get it's very, like, realistic and simulatory, but I kind of don't like that. I like my games to be a little more arcadey. And then the tank combat is cool, but also it's really frustrating to just be one shot instantly because all of your crew died to one hit. That's really annoying for me. But watch me Nagato sometime, you'll see how she do. I believe that she's a good ship. I just didn't like how slow she was because I always felt like I was getting left behind. And that's one of my pet peeves about World of Warship is just like you always feel like you're getting left behind, you know, and abandoned by your team, and then there's nothing you can do about it because you can't fight 3 ships on your own. Not easily, at least. Not practically speaking. Especially when like two of them are battleships and one's a cruiser, and it's like, yeah, I don't know. I like the game. There are a lot of things about it that I wish were better. That's all. And like I said, War Thunder, I just couldn't get the plane controls to work properly, and the tanks felt kind of awkward. The tanks just, I don't know. Again, it feels a little too simulatory for me, but I prefer the arcadey style of World of Tanks and World of Warships. Used to get that kind of sort of realistic, believable-ish tactics in World of Tanks and World of Warships, but with better, just more smooth controls. And that's another thing, is like the UI and all that on the Xbox. The UI is it's terrible on the Xbox. It's so hard to control or do anything. One more target in there. There we go. Enemy artillery garrison has collapsed. We are over 2 hours. Oh, I didn't think this would take that long. Go back. Or not go back. Go over to the... Yeah, there we go. 450. Done. In the books. We just skipped a ton of Warner-specific missions there. Yeah, I'm about to like just not save every single mission and just save every couple of missions just for timekeeping. But War Thunder on console is janky with controls for planes. Tanks and boats is fine. Yeah, the controls for tanks and boats is fine. It's just the plane controls. And I really wanted to enjoy the planes because I love planes too. But that's the thing is like I don't think the boat combat is very fun in War Thunder. I didn't really love the tank combat. It was okay. I just didn't love it. And then the planes, you know, I really wanted to enjoy the planes, but I just couldn't get the controls to work for me. And the other thing that happened when I played like a boats and planes mixed battle was it very quickly turned into like I was trying to use PT boats and stuff because that was like the main, you know, thing you could select, I guess, when you respawn. And that was another thing I didn't understand is how that all works. Anyways, it very quickly turned into like a spawn camping thing with the PT boats, and it just, you know, they were like literally, you know, right around the bend from where we spawned, and we just couldn't get anywhere.
Secondary objective.
Oh man, I just want to kill the super weapon and be done with it. And we're not going to worry about anything else. Sooner or later here, I'm going to have to start taking this seriously and like actually trying, because we're getting into the higher level missions now. Am I targeting it? I don't even know. There, now I think I am. Chaff. Want it to die. Yeah, there we go, there we go. Yeah, just want to get through this as quick as possible. There we go. In a minute, sorry. Still texting my dad. Sounds like he might actually let me get the guitar, which I'm very excited about. It's a really cool guitar! Pretty sure the main draw of War Thunder is combined arms, and if you're going to struggle with half of that, it's going to suck. Yeah, see, that's the other thing, is like, that's why I wanted to enjoy the planes, but like I just couldn't get them to work right. And I don't understand the respawn system in that game. I don't get it. It's like you go into battle with like 3 tanks, and then if you die in one tank, you take another tank and you respawn. If you die with that tank, you take your other tank and respawn. But then you're done and you're out, and the planes are like, you have to like earn the planes or something. Like, I don't know. There's very little tutorial in the game to tell you what's going on. The UI on Xbox is terrible. The plane controls are impossible, and the boat gameplay was spawn campy, and the tanks were kind of meh. Just weren't all that special. But even if there was big boats, the problem is it takes forever to get anywhere in War Thunder. Yeah. I think War Thunder's just it's just different enough that it's not for me. But you know, to each their own, of course. I've tried it and called hard drive for my type of a 12-10. That I decide to try it again whenever I want. But I know they were adding, they had I think 1 cruiser when I tried it, but I couldn't see it was locked. So. Oopsies. Let's see if I can. Texting my dad. Apparently, I'm Warship there. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of ships right there. Swiping away some notifications from my phone. Chaff. Don't have our CIWS up ready to help us yet. There we go. We're just gonna run south here. I don't know if I can go out this way and complete it. I mean, that's where the arrow is pointing, but I don't know if that will work for us. I thought it had to be the southern edge, but most notable has the Graf Spee, and US has the Portland cruiser. Oh, that's cool. See, they had the Graf Spee, I thought it was Spee, but I don't know. They had the Graf Spee when I tried it out, but I don't think I actually got to like sail it. So, and I did not. They did not have the Portland, I don't think. Last time I saw anything with my own eyes, they had the DDs, but I've heard cruisers are a thing. It's like Nova said, naval takes a long freaking time. Yeah, But see, in that I expect it more. I expect it to take longer because the game is more of a simulator. I say more of. It's more of a simulator than like World of Warships is. So that's, yeah. Again, just differences in the games and expectations of what the game is gonna be when I load it up. That's all. 2 hours and 15 minutes, and we are only on mission 490. I mean, we're getting there, but it's definitely taking longer than I expected. Withdraw from the battle zone through the southeast. Yeah. Okay, done. Next, 500. Oh, 500 takes a while because there's just a lot of sailing around and oh god. Save game area. Which no. Dang it! I hit the wrong button. I want to get out of the save menu. Let me go. Let me leave. The game in general takes a long time, not just naval. When approaching, well, too bad. It'll take you about 2,000 15 to 30-minute games to get it, have fun. Yeah, that's another thing I noticed about War Thunder is that the grinding is insane in that game. It just takes so long. Like if you think Watt takes a long time to grind tiers, like just War Thunder is insane about it. It amazes me that people dedicate that much time to grinding in War Thunder because it just takes so long. It's craziness. Alright, we're going to try a different route here for this mission. Since we're not trying to kill everything like we usually are, we're just trying to kill all the important stuff. I'm going to take a slightly different route and see if I can make this go a little smoother time-wise. Because normally we go all the way out to the western edge and then sail southeast and then up through the middle. We don't need to do all that extra crap because there's no buildings over there. We just need to kill the important buildings. The only reason we do that normally is to isolate that group of ships down there and kill them without having to fight anything else. But since we're not worried about any of that right now, we're just gonna go this way. Let the high angles kill stuff. No. Yeah, hug the island so we can actually get through here. More realistic, but who would win, one Portland cruiser or one tiny torp boy? Probably the torp boy. Dang it, completely forgot this was on today. Hello, Talia Amara. Or Thalia Amara. Yeah. Hello. No, I said it right the first time, didn't I? Talia. Right. Yeah, Talia Amara. That's right. Yeah, we've been here for about hours and 15 minutes. 2 hours and 17. This survival path is like I think so. Yeah, this is a doozy here. And what I forgot about is how many missions there are that just have you sit around and wait, like 160 Panama Canal, where you're just waiting for the gates to go down, or the escort quests where like everything's already dead. You just gotta wait for the ships to get to their location, and it takes forever. Or you're waiting for enemies to respawn, or you're waiting for a timer to go down, and it's like, it just takes so long. Well, I have most of the American, German, Japanese, Italian, and French air tech tree. But you've also played the game a lot, like a whole lot, so, you know, fair enough. But, like, it's not impossible, but it just takes forever. And it's not like, you know, like I was saying before about World of Warships Legends progression is too fast. I don't want it to take that long. Like, I don't want it to be ludicrous. But, like, if it were paced the same way that World of Tanks Mercenaries is, that'd be fine. That'd be absolutely fine. But it's just so much faster. It's so drastically quick. I mean, I was at Tier 7, like, less than a month after the game came out. Which is just insane. And again, remember, Tier 7 in World of Warships Legends, that is top tier. That is the highest tier. And I was there in like less than a month. That's crazy. It's way too fast, in my opinion, but this survival path ended up being a lot less exciting than I was hoping it would be. But that's why I wanted to do this as a stream, because I figured, like, I kind of expected it to be a little boring, because it's literally just all of the story missions that we've already seen again, and so I expected it to be somewhat boring. But yeah, this has definitely been a lot more fun to do as a live stream because we can talk about other stuff, you know. That's why we're doing. That's what live streams are good for. They're fun, fun to just talk about stuff in video games and other things that we like about other video games and dislike about them. There's ammo and stuff for days here. Let me see if I can kill some things, and maybe get some more repair kits to drop. Just firing missiles randomly right now. I'm not trying to actually target. Oh, I need some chaff. Oops, those are flares. I don't need flares. I need Azerox. Excuse me. Burp there. Figure that if I have to you guys can go whenever you want. I got a down time or allow you to, you know, have fun talking about stuff at least. But again, that's what streams are fun for. That's what streams are good for. Y'all can leave whenever y'all want to leave. I prefer you didn't, because I don't want to be alone. But, you know. There, that's probably the fastest we've ever done 500, just to get it done and out of the way. Destroyed so few ships, but I don't even care. I'm about to not save after every single mission. Just save after every couple of missions because, man, oh man. 510. Oh yeah, laser battleship.
All hands alert.
Excuse me. I apologize.
Full speed ahead.
This is the downside of talking for almost 2.5 hours straight. Okay. Where are you, man? I just want to sink you. Get it done. Kill this transport here. Oh, there it is. Coming around the island all spooky-like. All spooky-like. Nope, that's the plan. There he is. Yeah. Yeah. You know, it could be argued that even before doing the survival run, our Warship Gunner 2 bank account had some money in it. You know, had a decent amount of some money. But Miss Bishop, man, I wish Bishop was commenting on the channel. I thought for sure he'd be watching this this completionist run of Warship Gunner 2, but I haven't seen any comments on this yet. I don't even think on episode 1 he left a comment, so I don't know. I hope everything's okay with Bishop. You know, if you've been in the community for a while, you've definitely seen Bishop's comments on other videos. So yeah, if you know Bishop from the channel, then you know, put in some prayers for whatever he might be going through. I know he was dealing with some stuff before the last time we spoke to him, or the last time we heard from him in a comment at least. So, you know, just be thinking of him, I guess, and hopefully he's okay. Hopefully everything's working out. But yeah, I wish we had heard from him recently. Not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. How is that possible?
Secondary objective.
I'm streaming almost double the recommended bitrate, man. Which apparently is also a bad thing somehow. I don't know. I don't get it. I even tried to. I went to a road trip adventure video, and I haven't heard back, so can't like DM people, I guess, on YouTube. You know, I think I could reply to an old comment of his. He'll see a notification for it. Yeah, YouTube is really not happy with my stream for some reason. I think the next time we stream, we're gonna have to connect our Ethernet cable from my straight into the it can stream better. It's an YouTube issue, or it could be both. We know YouTube is dumb sometimes; it just doesn't want to work. Really. But I suspect it's more likely my internet, or at least that my internet would be an easier fix than dealing with YouTube. So let's get these repair kits picked up here. Yeah, there we go. What is our goal? So we're almost done. Probably will be done with that. Try to see some enemy submarines here, shall we? Almost got it. Where are we at? 24? No. Oh, wait. The submarines don't count? Oh, man. Why not? Hey, that's dumb. I disagree with that. YouTube can't make up his mind about what's happening. First it's telling me it's receiving too much data, and then it says it's not receiving enough, and it cuts out the stream for a second, and it's like, ugh. Just pick something. Pick one state to be in and go with that. Please. There's another mission down, 520. Hopefully a lot of these boss fights will go by really quick. Save over that. Almost 2.5 hours. Yeah, we're gonna get close to 3 hours here. You can see now why I chose the twin-hull battleship. It's like, sure, I could have done this with almost any ship in our fleet fairly easily, but also it would have taken substantially longer to kill everything and get through these missions. I already knew this was going to take a long time, and I just wanted it to go as quickly as humanly possible, because we're really just here for the AGS development plan at the end. That's all we really want out of this. We're going to do the other two eventually, because we have to cover, completion, but once you kill ships, subs don't count submarines. They're technically boats, at least in the US Navy. That's true. Usually it seems like in a lot of other cases in this game, submarines will count as ships. Like the Inferno mode missions, for example. They do count as ships in that. But, I don't know. It's just, I've seen submarines in this game count for ships. It's like, oh man. Speaking of submarines, hello enemy submarines. You and you. Make sure all of you get some ASROCs for your breakfast here. Meals are on me. Alright, chaff. We probably don't need to ADS for that. Just sink these guys normally. Like this. So many enemy ships right here. Let's go and turn around here. I need to be killing these batteries as well, because that's, the other objective. A little more hard to start with. There we go. Another repair kit there in the middle. Need more of those. Let's use one right now, in fact. There we go. I'm going to take some more damage here in a second anyways, but that's, that's absolutely fine. Let's even put up our aircraft here. We have one more submarine here, apparently. Still alive somehow. There we go. Chaff. Let's go ahead and let the high angles finish off whatever that last building is. I don't know, we're just gonna kill it. Another submarine back there. Hey, submarine. Wanna die for me? Thank you. We're gonna leave our thing selected on the ASROCs here, partially because there's more submarines, but also so that if they pick up an ammo crate, it'll go towards more ASROCs. Like that. Chaff. And we're gonna get the high angles up and rolling against these buildings here. Against these buildings. Against these buildings. Is that racist? I don't know. I don't think so. But someone's probably offended somewhere. I can say my favorite color is red, and somebody would be deeply, deeply offended, so why bother trying not to offend anybody? Other than for being polite, which is like, that's fine, I'm all for being but like, I'm not gonna sit here forever. Do. See all those guys, go back to this. Let the high angles do some work. There we go. Destroy the enemy base. Hooray. Oh look, 2 repair kits. I'm actually going to go back and get the good idea for us. Go ahead and grab them. But that's all I care about. I'm not going to bother going because they can use ships and stuff. How do you keep intercepting my torpedoes? Stop doing that. There, I got those 2 repair kits, which is going to go ahead and withdraw now.
Now, let's leave the area.
Or just defended everyone, or just defend everyone equally. Fair enough. That's another good way to look at it. I don't know if that's possible either, but you know. I'm just really glad that Anthony doesn't get offended when I do a really bad British accent, you know, because I think it's it's a lot of fun, really, isn't it, to do crappy British accents, because I don't live there and I don't know that well what they sound like, so, you know, but I think it's fun to just mess up a British accent, like, almost deliberately. Right, so, here's something to get riled up about a little bit. I'm not racist, I hate everyone equally. Me too, man. I hate people too. People are just not good. I just don't like most people. People are stupid, man. A lot of people are stupid. I don't hate everybody, but a lot of people are real dumb. What is the main objective in this mission? Is it just to sink carriers? We can do that. We can do that for sure. I'm just gonna sink all of these guys too, since we're right here. Fire off some more chaff. This mission is one of the laggiest missions in the game because there's so many planes and so much happening. Let's see. If you have any doubt that people are the worst, just go out and drive around for a little while and you'll see how terrible people can be. Chaff, chaff. Man, I wish I had some interceptors pull this heat off me to distract these planes at least. Give them something else to think about. I mean, I have my fighters, but they're not going to help me that much. There, let's try and put them up at least. Just because why not? These guys are all dead, these guys are all dead. He says mess it up, does a flawless Cockney accent. I wouldn't call that flawless, but you know. I did alright, I guess. Are there ships in front of me, or is it just a huge cluster of planes? I think it's just a big group of planes. Yeah, okay. Wow. Such a dense group of planes there. Sink everyone, no one shall live. That is kind of the goal here. Although, really the goal right now, given its survival path, is to sink the bare minimum and get to the next mission to do it all again. I mean, I want them all to die, don't get me wrong. But, it's a matter of how much time I'm willing to put towards that goal. There. All the carriers are dead. Done. Leave. Skip. Or as much as we can kind of skip this anyways by holding the button and going faster. Almost there. Almost there. We are at just past 2.5 hours. Done with that save menu. What's next? 580. Okay. At least isn't Warship Gunner 1 where you had to physically leave the map to exit the mission. Oh god, don't get me started. If there's anything about going back and playing an old game versus, you know, after playing a new game, it's usually that kind of thing, like lack of fast travel or something simple like that we just absolutely take for granted nowadays, you know? There you go, Vogel's dead. Oh, that's gonna be the best thing about using this ship, is that all the bosses are gonna die like in 3 seconds flat, which is just gonna be so good for getting through this. And obviously we're at the part of the game where there are a lot of bosses in a row. That was honestly one of my favorite things about Naval Ops Commander, is that you could just leave the map. You could withdraw without having to go to the edge of the map, which is interesting because Naval Ops Commander technically came out before Warship Gunner 1, and they did away with that feature. And it's like, wait, why? Oh no, I hate this mission because you gotta. Oh, it's really. Oh, this is another long mission because you gotta go around and do all these freaking. You gotta stop at all these places. It just takes forever. Spawn camping super weapons. Basically, yeah. The ultimate guide on how to defeat every super weapon in the game. Twin-hull battleship with 10 100-centimeter guns. You win! Look at you! See, this is kind of where I would prefer to have, like, the 61s, though, is because the volume of fire is so much greater that I wouldn't have to spend so much time flicking between targets when I'm trying to engage a fleet like that. So, other than that, these work absolutely great. And they do have the extra range, which is excellent. Oops. Get out of that. There you go. Out of that zoomed in view. Are we done? Okay, cool. Next. We got 1, 2, 3 more spots. Ugh. Alright. Oh, I lost one of my planes finally. And it didn't come back to me after the... I figured they didn't. It's just interesting that we never actually lost a plane until that mission. But I tell you what, if there's a plane where if there's a mission where that plane is going to get shot down, it's definitely 570. Definitely 570. Because there's over 100 enemy planes, probably over 200 enemy planes at once in that mission. It's crazy. That's why that mission, spawn camping the volcanoes. Yeah, right. Just park one of these twin-hull battleships set up like this, like outside of every volcano that we know of in the world, and just be ready to blast whatever comes out of it. Or if you're playing the PSP version, set it up with 4 160cm cannons and get ready to blast whatever comes out of the volcano. Because in case you've never seen that thing fire in the PSP version, it's literally like firing meteors. It's ridiculous. I mean, just think about that. 160 centimeters. That is a 16... what is that? A 1.6 meter... Yeah, it's a 1.6 meter diameter shell. 1.6 meters. The thing literally looks like it's firing small meteors. Like they're on fire. It's like balls of fire and everything. I made a video about it. But yeah, it's just ludicrous. Oh yeah, I gotta be stopping at these places. That's right. Ugh. Ugh. This is all gonna be worth it in the end. Our AGS guns. Why isn't it by that monstrosity? If only it were that easy. Just upgrade this thing to wave guns and sit at Hawaii and spin in a circle firing. That'll get rid of most of them. Yeah, that's a good idea. That'll work. Yeah, I mean, if we can just delete the, if we can just control Alt with, then problem solved, right? We have technology that just get rid of them from existence. Alright, hard to port. I barely actually hold it back in my mind, but because the only other time you see Hawaii in this game is like in the big map where you're escorting the transports and stuff, or defending Hawaii, but it's like, it's the big map. It's very easy for me to forget that this is Hawaii. Because like when I think of the Hawaii map in the game, I only think of those missions, but yeah, there's also this one. And you're dead. Ooh, repair kit. I haven't actually taken any more damage since the last time I used my repair. Nope. Okay, well. Let's see. You could do a video showing all the things that you have researched on the PSP version. Maybe, except that the PSP version is still in Japanese only, and it's still very hard to understand what's what and what I have and what I don't have, and, you know, like, what is what in the game. Like, there's 25 extra parts in the PSP version, but other than the 160 centimeter cannon, I couldn't tell you what the other 24 are. I don't know. So, hey there, Ring of Fire. This is my Ring of Fire. Just sit in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Hey, Ring of Fire, heard you got a lot of volcanoes. Yeah, let's do something about that. Let me help you with that. Little hot, fiery pimple problem that the face of the Earth has, and we'll just delete all of those with a wave gun one at a time. Never mind everything on the backside of those, you know, all the civilizations and civilians on the backside of all those volcanoes. No, don't worry about it. They'll be fine. Japan, what's that? I've never heard of it. They don't have volcanoes or anything like that, you know. The Aleutian Islands, yeah, no one lives up there anyways. It's fine. It's all fine. It's for the greater good of humanity, not letting super weapons get out and kill everybody.
Secondary objective added.
Oh boy, let's see, destroy enemy aircraft carriers, and they're all in the back, because of course they are. And the map is huge, because of course it is. Time to Sail in a straight lines. Acceptable casualties. I believe you meant acceptable casualties. I know that there are some new aircrafts that the PS2 version doesn't have. That's probably true. Yeah. I don't know what they are, but yeah, that I seem to remember that. I know that one thing, they don't necessarily count as new parts, but you can actually research most of the Enigma Tech systems in the PSP version. And not just the Enigma Techs, but even the special stuff like the ammo assembler. In this, you only get one ammo assembler because it's a milestone goal rather than a pickup. So you only get one ammo assembler once you get it. But in the PSP version, you can actually research the ammo assembler, so you can have it on all of your ships, which is awesome. So that's one other major difference, but it doesn't necessarily count. It doesn't actually count as a different part. It's just, you know, something else you can do, which is really nice. Who needs super weapons when we are the super weapon, right? That's why we're the best thing to fight enemy super weapons. Because we are our own super weapon. I'm absolutely going to ignore those other ships down there to my southwest and just make a beeline for the carriers. The Rams are doing an excellent job right now, showing the enemy why they should not try to use Walrus Mark I biplanes against my twin-hulled battleship with rolling airframe missiles littering the deck. Oh, where are those ships at? Hey, guys. Time for you all to die. Yeah. All going to die. Da-da-da-da-da. Yep. There's another cruiser carrier back there. Oh look, we've destroyed the enemy carriers. Nice. We're done? What's left? Oh, we gotta sink ships in general. Well, that sucks. I thought the main objective was to sink the carriers. Dang it. That is not good. Now I'm gonna have to chase the other ships around. Ah, crap. I thought the main objective was just to sink the carriers. I don't think there's going to be enough enemy ships on this group for me to get this done without having to go and find more enemies. Oh, there's a ship just down into the right there. I can see it. What is it? I can't seem to target it. Oh, it's the back end of the battle carrier. Okay, that makes more sense. Well, there, we got the battle carriers, I guess. Hooray. Turn around, turn around, turn around. It'd be cool if they added some super ships hull to make. I mean, we have the drill ship, and this is a super ship hull too. This twin-hulled battleship. You know, this is obviously a similar hull to the Harima, but we have the drill ship in the game. But if you're talking about like actually the Harima's hull, like full size and everything, that would be awesome. I wouldn't expect they would ever do something like that, even if they remade the game. But that would be awesome.
Beginning repairs.
It would just kind of break the gameplay loop a little bit.
Full speed ahead.
Which is why I doubt they would ever do something like that. But
Ready to attack.
what is this, 610 or 620? Oh, it's 600. We're not even as far as I thought we were. Crap. They're in front of me. I know they are. Here they are. Come on. Come on. Habakkuk hull. Oh, that would be sweet. That would be so cool to be able to build on the Habakkuk hull. That'd be awesome. Or what if there was even one mission where you had to use something like the oil rig to defend an area? Like it'd be a different kind of mission for the game, but it could be like one or two, you know, quick missions where that's the sort of objective that you have. That'd be sweet. And done. Self-repairing carrier. Yeah, right. Self-repairing carrier, probably with like, you know, at least for what the player can put on there, probably like 40 or 50 planes, you know? Just make it absolutely stupid. I think the most planes you can have on any ship in this game is the super carrier with 30. So yeah. Make it like the you know, make the Habakkuk have like 50 or 60 planes or something like that. I know there are Warship Gunner for PC that looks like Naval Ops Commander that has the Droniscas hull to design. Okay, cool. You know, is that like in the base game or is it modded? Because I don't remember. See, I haven't ever completed like and gotten all the parts in the Warship Gunner 1. But main objective: sink 15 enemy battleships. Okay. Can I see any of them now? Yes, I can. We're gonna be starting to shoot at them already. Bring me battleships or bring me death.
Battleship sunk. Enemy battleship sunk. Enemy battleship sunk. Enemy battleship sunk.
40 decks, the deadliest of aircraft. The duckies in this game are awesome.
Enemy battleship sunk. Enemy battleship sunk.
Another battleship there, and probably another one on the right. And yeah, and where are we up to? 10 out of 15 already. Let's get some chaff going here. There's a cruiser in front of us. There's a midget cruiser. Maybe, if I can get to it. Thank you. Oh, look, 2 battleships. There. There. There's some more chaff. We need 1 more battleship kill. Hey, you need to die. Did we do it? Oh, we did it. Hunt Tsukuba's flagship, the Sagami. I was reading words too fast and started putting words together and everything. Let's see. You were told that it would be a duck hunt. They didn't tell you it would be the ducks that hunt you. They're indeed very lethal. Lethal, surprising little rubber duckies. Where are you, Tsukuba? I'll kill you. Ooh, maybe I should have put a spoiler alert warning at the beginning of this because it is Braun story path, so yeah. But again, if people are watching this, they probably know exactly what they're watching. More than likely. I don't think there's many surprises here in that regard. See, now the enemy ships are actually starting to hurt a little bit more because we're at the end of the first playthrough, but still. Oops. Get the thing there. It's one of these ships. There it is, the Sagami. And it's dead. Goodbye, Scuba. Alright, done. Readjusting again. There we go. Are we gonna be able to do this between? Oh, I didn't get to see what that was. A whole bunch of something destroyed, and we get another milestone. So, hooray! I guess. Let's go over here. Alright. 360 or 630 rather. Is that the one where it's like? Oh, it's Yokosuka. Okay. Well, destroy all batteries and radar installations. Okay. I can do that. I'll get started with these ones. Take out that airfield over there too, hopefully. Just get that done and over with. So it's not gonna hurt us. There we go. We got a ton of enemy ships moving in here.
Enemy ship sunk. Enemy battleship sunk. Enemy battleship sunk. Enemy battleship sunk. Enemy ship sunk. Enemy battleship sunk.
Chaff.
Enemy ship sunk. Enemy battleship sunk.
All dead.
Enter engagement mode.
Back to this for some more buildings and whatnot.
Incoming torpedo.
Yeah, they're all done. Ow. Stop with the torpedoes, jerks. Back to my ASRock here. There. Got some chaff coming in.
Enemy ship sunk.
We're gonna go this way and ignore those enemy ships.
Cancel engagement mode.
Yeah, y'all can just leave me alone. Oh,
Enemy ship sunk. Enemy battleship sunk.
Let's move a little bit away from them.
Sunk. Enemy battleship sunk.
These battleships and stuff are only taking like a couple shells, 1 or 2 shells from my ship before they sink. You ever wonder if the AI just thinks, you know what, I think we all know where this is going, let's just cut to the end, explodes. I don't know. I mean, you would think they would wisen up to it eventually, but
Full speed ahead.
I wish they actually did that in the game. That'd be sweet. It'd be hilarious. Just, you know, be able to watch ships just commit seppuku because they're like, well, this is hopeless.
Cancel
Got some
engagement
submarines here. Look at that lighthouse. Show that lighthouse who's boss. Hey, Sragan, what's going on? We're getting close to the end of this stream now. It's been almost 3 hours, and I am tired. So I'm been tired this entire time, and oh my goodness, this has taken way longer than I was expecting. Alright, let's go ahead and stop here. There we go, we've gained control of the area. Nice. That's another one in the books there. Getting there. 40 and 50. I know what 60 and 70 are, but we have 40 and 50 to go through. And I don't remember what either of them are. Let's go ahead and save. Okay. Exit save menu again. Glaring danger. Destroy the laser battleship. Oh, yeah. Turner's gas.
All hands
I was like,
alert.
wait, we killed a laser battleship already. But no, this one's very much a different ship. Hello, Journus Gas. How are you? Are you ready to die? Yes, he was. Except he's taking a little more health, he's taking a little more damage than I thought he would. Oh boy. Woohoo! We're fine. We're fine. Don't worry about it. Ah, come on. Almost got him.
Super weapon destroyed.
There we go. Yeah, let's draw. Okay, go. I don't remember what 650 is. Guess we're gonna find out. I think 650 is the one where you have to attack the Empire and basically beat them into submission. It's like, sink 10 ships. Oh, they won't surrender. Sink 20 more, or sink 10 more ships. Oh, they still won't surrender. Sink 10 more ships. And then they finally surrender. I think that's what 650 is, because I've kind of been waiting for that mission to come up, because I know it's another long one, or at least it can be. Yes, Starting Uprising. That's the one. Board now might just exterminate us this planet for the lulz.
Full speed ahead. All hands
Yeah, so why this is so easy right now, Sragan, is because when you do a survival path, it does it on EL1 only. So everything is extremely low level and easy to kill, and on top of that, we're also playing with a twin hull battleship that has 5 100-centimeter guns on each side. So we have a ridiculous ship for an easy task, and I did that specifically so that we could get through this faster, because I thought this was going to be like a 2-hour thing, and we're at almost 3 hours, and we still have a couple missions to go. So that's specifically why I picked this ship, because I just wanted to be able to kill stuff and get through this as quickly as possible. Because I knew it was going to be an ordeal. And our goal right now is just to sink enemy ships, which means kill them all. There's another ship in this group here. There you are. Did you think you were going to live? Because you're not. Fire some chaff. Oh, let's see. More ships over here. Go to the right. Go. Yep. Lead ship needs to die. There we go. You need to die. Any other ships floating over there? No. Okay, chaff. Fire some more chaff. Got more ships out here in front of me. I remember spamming the heavy big chain guns against the Dreadnought and Warship Gunner 1. Oh yeah. The chain guns in Warship Gunner 1 are really good. They're a lot less good in this game, in my opinion, but, you know, still fun. I'll try to remember to actually use some in an episode eventually so you guys can, like, at least see what they look like and stuff. To quote a Xbox Ahoy video, you know, firing around this big is technically a war crime. There we go. Done with that. Back. Okay, the last two here should be very, very easy. The bosses should be very easy to kill. Helitash might give us a little bit of a hard time, just because of how far away he is from where we spawn. But other than that, I think we'll be okay. Save present score, yes. And do it again. And there we go. I'm falling asleep over here. 660. Retreat to the north. Oh, just retreat to the north? Easy. I can do that. I can do that. I was almost certainly within range. I just can't. There we go. Didn't quite see it yet. Picking up a blah 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 blah. There it is. Oh yeah, I'm firing at those fuel tanks. Go ahead and take out the other one too. Hopefully. Oh wow, I'm out of main gun ammo. Huh. Okay. I kinda was not paying attention to my ammo. Check these images. Ooh, let's see what images. Can we swap out the 100cm guns for chain guns to try to get through the 0 parts of Flanders path with them? Sure, why not? You might have to remind me in some comments. But yeah, I'm down for that. I need ammo. I didn't realize we were having an ammo crisis with our oh gosh, with our this is a problem. Turn. Oh, I didn't turn fast enough, but I still got away with it somehow. Yeah, I didn't know we had an ammo crisis with our with our main guns. I had not noticed. Get back over there somehow. Oh. As soon as he locks in, like now, I'm gonna turn. Try to turn towards him. Go underneath him? Nah, that didn't happen. That's fine. I mean, he still didn't hurt that bad. There's ammo right there. I'm kind of thinking about just saying screw it and just going straight for the ammo, because honestly, if that's all he's going to do, damage-wise, we're fine. I just want to go get my ammo and kill him. Chaff. Make sure I get ammo for the correct item. Brother. Still dodged him pretty easily. Get rid of these supports and whatnot. Oh, no. There we go. Closer. Fuel tanks. Can I just kill him directly pretty easily? Oh, yeah. This is working great. And dead. Easy. I'm going to go for a bit, probably come back when you finish, so I will say see ya preemptively. Alright, thanks for hanging out, Anthony. I will see you later. Schildhofen. Oh, German territory. Yes. It was a little bit ago now, I think. Or was that last mission? I don't even remember what the last mission was. Hey, we got a Helldiver for the A rank. That's cool. Cool plane. Just, you know, not good at this level. But cool plane. Oh man, 15 seconds from 3 hours. We're just going to pass 3 hours with this live stream. Silence is golden. Present super weapons power up. Okay. I can do that. Speed ourselves up here while I get some water. There we go. Let's see. Got some enemy ships way out there. Somewhere. Oh, wait. There they are. Hey, I can even see them from here. Or I can hit them, rather. I'm really enjoying the 100cm guns. I used to think that they couldn't rotate, like, far to the right, but obviously they totally can. They have more than 180 degrees worth of turn radius, which is nice. I didn't think they did, but That was kind of the only reason I never did use them, is just because of that. But honestly, they're really doing work.
Enemy ship sunk.
All right, all the enemy cruisers are dead. Next is Leviathan himself.
Main objective updated.
I'm gonna turn it towards the north just a little here and head more due west. Try to cut him off because I know he's quite fast. These 100cm guns look really small compared to Warship Gunner 1. Do they now? See, I don't remember what they looked like in Warship Gunner 1. I don't know if I ever used them in Warship Gunner 1. I'm going to go ahead and use a repair kit because I noticed that repair kit sitting there and I thought, I should be doing that. I don't know if it helps me towards the Inferno mission, but I should be doing it. As soon as the Rams come online, they go absolutely ballistic. We're going to sit on the Rams for a second here while my helicopters grab an ammo crate. Hopefully. Hopefully. What does it matter? We're on the last mission. Screw it. I am going to use another repair kit, though.
Beginning repairs.
There, repair kit. Oh, look. I need repairs again.
Weapon. Beginning repairs.
There we go. I've repaired again.
Arming weapon.
Hello, Leviathan. Ugh, you're good. Yeah, well, so are these cannons. And you are dead. Ta-da! Braun survival path complete. Credits that we don't need to see again. Hey. See how we did. Oh, look, we got an S rank. Look at that. What do you know? I'll take it. And some pretty decent money considering it was just EL1. Completed. Battleship Kulu Yaku. Kulu Yaku completed the Braun survival mode. Nice. 2 hours and 22 minutes. They must not be counting time spent in the save menus or pause or any of that. That's crazy to think we basically spent about 40 minutes, almost 40 minutes, just like in save menus and stuff. That's crazy. Rewarded with research data on the 155mm AGS and the Golden Swan medal. Very, very cool. Save present game? Yes, please. Save just like that. Man, oh man. So, before we go, the last thing I'm going to do, per request of Nova Topaz earlier, we're going to check on our Inferno missions and see if we have unlocked the repair or die one yet. I don't know, so that's why we're going to look. We're going to go extras, we're going to go with this save, yes, and then we're going to go with Inferno. I don't know. Let's find out. Even if we have started it, we're not going to unlocked it. We're not going to do it yet. I think we have. Yes, it looks like we did. Okay. UFO. Yeah, I mean, we got it. So, nice. We can do that another time. Inferno, yes. You were 6 seconds too long. It could have been 2:22:22. Now a speed run from Warship Gunner 2. Maybe another time, but right now, this stream has gone on 1 hour longer than I expected it to, so I think, let's see, let's look at quarters. Is this just stats and stuff? Maybe this will tell me some things, like how many times I've used a repair kit. Yeah, okay, here we go. Battle log, let's see. We've sunk only 24 battle carriers. That's crazy. Whew, that's going to take a long time. Stage ranks, technical reference, medal, flags, and banners. Stage ranks, medals, flags, and banners. There's less of a defined stats page than I wanted. But I think that is going to do it for this Warship Gunner 2 live stream. This has been so much longer than I thought it was. Literally 50% longer than I thought it was going to be. So we have done it. We have got our 155mm AGS guns researched. That means in tomorrow's episode of Warship Gunner 2, we'll be starting some AGS gun research for that. But anyways, thank you very much for checking out this live stream. I hope you have had fun and enjoyed. It was great to have a lot of discussion and stuff. Let's see, what images? I don't see what images you're talking about. What images are we looking at here? I don't know I don't see a link or anything to any images. You have to throw that in there real quick, Camargo. But then we'll end off the stream. I just have no idea what images you're referring to, because I don't know. Let me see here. You'll have to toss in a link or something. I'm not seeing any images that you are referring to. After that, we'll, no, I don't see any links at all. It doesn't look like they posted it in the chat. I see no links. Oh, I'll try to send you over Twitter. Okay, that's fine. That'll work. I missed the final war crimes. Yeah, wrecked Leviathan pretty good. But we did unlock, by the way, and we did unlock that Inferno mission for the repair die. So I checked on that. We're good. Getting ready to end off the stream here. So, like I said before, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've had fun. Thank you for hanging out. Good discussion about video games and stuff, in this game in particular. So thanks as always for watching. And yeah, tomorrow's episode will begin Warner's Path and our AGS kind of research. So I will see you all tomorrow, and until then, have a good one.